Considering some of the MREs I've eaten. No, like it's weird. I can't even eat fucking breakfast anymore. I don't know why, but if I eat anything for breakfast other than like toast and maybe
Good old
fruit
military
or something,
food.
if I eat like toast and a piece of bread or a toast and then like an apple or a banana or something, I feel like absolute hammered shit. I feel so tired and groggy and sluggish in the morning.
It's because your circadian rhythm's weird. Good job. Anyway, so here we are once again, everyone, back into the fun of it, back into Beyond Etheria, Ashes of the Wake, episode 10, The Town Next Door. Where we last left our heroes during the recap was they had found themselves with an interesting individual named Jeremiah Wilkins, who brought them into his cabinet of curiosities, and one specific water elf got zooped into the Feywilds, who was quickly followed by her compatriots begrudgingly as they went to go save her.
No, I think you need to put a little bit more emphasis on, begrudgingly. Just saying.
But begrudged teammates went to find her and bring her back from the Feywilds.
No, I was fucking forced, okay? I feel like I was trafficked.
I was trafficked. After finishing up a few of the games that the ringmaster had brought forward for them to play in, he decided that he would let them go and that he would give the horses Jeremiah had as payment for completing the circles. At that point in time, you all found yourselves back at the tavern, but now with two horses that look now at closer glance strangely different than other horses you've seen, with 6 legs and a facade that doesn't seem to match quite right to what a normal horse looks like. The cover over them that seemed to hold what you would imagine the facade of a normal horse seems to be flapping off of it as the magic that held it to the horse seems to disappear and let go. And then you find yourselves at the tavern, where over the course of the next day or so, as you are beginning to make your plans, speaking with Leandros, you realize that you have 2 options. You have to secure the harbor from the Mars Company troopers in West Munster, or you're going to have to clear out the undead so that Glacier Keep can get rebuilt. Both of these need to be done before you can take back the whole region, which may culminate in you going back to Ravenholm and taking it back by force, or at least making sure that it's clear, as the supplies in Ravenholm could be useful to the town of New Haven, which you've established through your own efforts. So, you all, like I said, over the past few days have been doing your own activities, whether it's been going around, shopping, gathering equipment, testing your new horses, learning how to ride them, pairing with them, etc. One specific individual has been very busy as he re-enters the tavern with a large leather, I guess, package or parchment covered package.
Thought we were going to do BDSM there for a moment.
Oh my.
I know where we are on this map thing.
So, as you all stand around the table or sit around the table in the mess hall, is that you all see your normal compatriots. You see Okros, who we're going to quickly go through and introduce everyone to make sure that if they have a voice mod, you hear them and understand them. We have Okros, who is played by Rexus.
Why, hello.
Next to him, you would see Warfrin, who's played by Bird, who will get here when he gets here. Next to him, we have Yuri, who's played by a moist cactus.
Duh.
Next to him, we have Nez, the changeling artificer, played by Stealth.
Why, hello.
Next to him, we have the Tabaxi ranger, named Nameless, that is played by It's Time to Rage. What the hell?
I'm just
Apparently,
kidding, this is my
name.
voice.
I was gonna say Nameless dropped like 7 octaves. Jesus.
Yeah, I just
Nameless,
had
have you
like
been taking have you been taking testosterone supplements, bro?
Oh, gee.
Like,
Well, I just had 6 of my balls drop at the same time. Like I don't know what that was about. I'm sorry.
okay,
Wait,
listen,
you only
listen.
have
I know you're a
6?
I know you're a tabaxi, right? And you know
I lost
multiple
one of them in the war.
Oh,
multiple
fair enough,
nipples.
fair enough.
I know you're a tabaxi and the whole multiple nipples thing, but I don't think it works in the inverse with multiple balls. Okay.
Listen, you don't know.
Why do-
You be quiet, you vampire.
Why do you think you hear some jingles when I walk?
Look, as much cat girl porn. No, I'm kidding.
We're gonna back off
I
that
broke him.
train.
I
We're gonna
broke
break
him.
off. We're gonna pump the brakes on that train. So
Yeah, we did it. We did it.
then, of course, we have Creed, the Tiefling Paladin, played by Blackburn.
Pleasure.
And last but certainly not least, we have Aura, the Sea Elf Druid, played by Jenna. Oh, this is dangerous. The drink that I made. It's
Oh dear.
half Pedialyte and half 100 proof shine mixed with fruits.
Ooh, that sounds
Made it-
good.
You made baby
I'm
juice.
so,
That
I
I'm
did,
so
and it's
sounds-
dangerous.
His balls jingling when he walks.
that sounds kind of like the freaking Everclear corkscrews that I made with my friend back.
Yeah,
in the day.
Rexus,
Is it
I
Everclear?
I took
Oh,
200 proof.
corkscrews.
So I took 200 proof alcohol, proofed it to
Oh, no.
100, with using distilled water. Then added a whole Honeycrisp apple, about like 12 or 14 bright red strawberries, and about, I don't know, a quarter of a pound of blueberries into a 1 liter mason jar with about, I don't know, 6-7 ounces of raw honey, and then sealed it for 7 days and just let it
You
soak.
basically just made
Damn.
mead.
Yeah, basically, I
Well-
made mead with extra steps.
You
I'll
made the
stick with my
mistake
Mike's
of
Hard
not
Lemonade.
just doing apple cinnamon sticks.
I didn't have cinnamon sticks, otherwise I would have done that.
Oh
That-
He
my
made
god.
that
do
was-
with what he had.
That was my
Apple
original
pie shine
plan.
is the
Oh, dude,
fucking
it is
shit, bro.
off. Yeah. But also,
Yep.
I'm wearing my Bardus Compass shirt because it's dope.
Nice.
And I've been their merch guy. I've been getting posted all over their socials. It's pretty great.
I will stick with my bitch water of Mike's Hard Lemonades. Thank you.
That's perfectly fine. When I go to events, me and the band, we only drink light stuff because if you get thrashed too quickly, you can't perform because you're just like, and then you crash, and it's hilarious. You gotta have some decorum, some decorum.
We're not great for
Anyway,
business.
I
I
am.
got some Knob Creek kind of proof. That's what
There
I
you
got.
go. Nice. But I am your game master, dungeon father, dungeon daddy, burn the priest, here to make sure that we all have a wonderful time. And so, with that, everyone sitting around the table, Mr. Creed enters the tavern carrying a large package wrapped in brown paper with twine closing it, and walks towards Nez.
Don't suppose you happen to be busy right now.
No, what you got going on, Creed?
Well, I know I do the rocking guy's hooves and stuff to package down. I'm going to repay debts. I thought of a possibility that would be both appropriate for what is owed, but also appropriate for the recipient. Ravenholm may be gone, but as Watch Commander, I still have quite a bit of authority and leeway, and for what you did in the infirmary, I would like to offer you the possibility of joining Leandros' forces officially as one of our veteran sergeants. It would be a great boost, not only to the force, but give you quite a bit, shall I say, manufacturing capabilities. For you to have access to most of the machines that Ravenholm once was standard issued.
I almost just broke my ankle.
This, and he'll like
Oh, no,
slide the
no, no,
package a little closer towards you. Is I wish I could offer you more, but it's what I got. It's what I can afford, and it's what I would think is appropriate for you, if you're willing to accept the offer.
We pause a moment. Hopefully this comes through.
It does. It did.
Yay! You may resume.
I mean, this offer sounds amazing, at least for me, because of what I normally go through as being a changeling and all. Just because the way everyone looks at me, but also having those advantages of being able to make stuff for the party better. Like, I don't know how I could turn this down. But
I should point out, I don't want you to feel pressured.
but like, I want to make good things. So like, if I'm getting access to better equipment to where I can make stuff that would be amazing, like, this is me going down the path that like I was hoping to get to eventually.
Talk to double look at that. And
Blackburn, you're coming in broken.
I'll say
You're still coming in really broken there, Blackburn.
It's going so well, and then it wasn't.
Yeah,
Is this what it sounds like when AI bots have sex?
possibly.
God.
Oh my.
he's a bit more. But this is like to get it unless I call from
What?
Holy shit!
He welcomes you with open arms. With him, suppose not quite.
I don't think he can hear us.
Holy shit! It's like
We're losing him. We're losing
We're
him.
losing him. Hold on.
You heard it first here, children. Don't buy it.
oh,
How about now?
Oh,
How the fuck did the You Heard It First children come in first, Brog? Like, how the fuck did that work?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
yes.
I'm literally taking individual steps in this building to find better reception. All right. How do I sound now?
You're good.
We can hear you.
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
It's really good
I
right
just
now.
can't move from this spot.
You cannot move
Nope,
from that
you
spot.
must remain there.
You must become the tree.
Free is basically showering you with praise. As I was attempting to say before I took steps and apparently broke the reception with every tower in Ohio.
It didn't just break it, it eradicated it.
Leandros and myself would be more pleased to have you with us. And I suspect with your abilities, you'll be able to more rapidly and more efficiently start restoring our machines of battle. Again, if you choose to accept the offer.
I mean, yeah, I accept this offer.
And we'll do run the finger through it. The only thing left to do, rather important step, is if you're in the service of a lord of a keep, you must be wearing a uniform. However, I have a rather nice cloak. Yours is nicer, so I believe that for some pauldrons would be more appropriate. It'll kind of like separate the layers, and they'll be the same colors as his own, but with the logo of Ravenholm on top.
All right.
I do hope they got the size right.
Yes, you see as Creed retrieves these pauldrons from the package he brought inside, you see that they are extremely well crafted metal pauldrons of blued steel, surrounded by a golden trim with the symbol of Ravenholm, a simple pointed raven in white with a circle around it with the 8 arrows in all of the directions, is impaired with a copper chain that connects the two of them on the front, and with leather strapping that would simply attach to your armor as you see fit. There are words inscribed on it, simple sayings from the military branch that is out of Ravenholm. The mottos and sayings and things that are put on their person, with a rank insignia on your left one, on your front kite, if you will, that shows the rank of veteran sergeant, which is a high regard, especially in the large military force that was of Ravenholm for the longest time. And that being given this rank in a field promotion standard, along with the pauldrons that show your rank, is a high esteemed indeed, where it shows that not only does Creed have, I guess, the understanding of potential in you and feels that he has a debt to repay, but he also would have had to get approval from Leandros for this. So Leandros also believes that you are deserving of the rank from the acts of what you've done thus far with this group. And one thing that Creed will explain to you, that I will do it for him just to make life easy, is that the pauldrons with the rank mean they also come with a salary of a certain amount of money that you'd be getting paid from Ravenholm, as well as access to certain munitions and materials of military grade, as well as a bunch of other perks when dealing with other military groups. In this case, speaking with someone who is of the military stature, you'd be able to use your rank to gain advantage in that situation if you were trying to persuade them or deceive them.
That one I'm gonna have to write down to remember.
Very nice.
But now, in the town of New Haven and the keep of Ravenholm, you are now known as Veteran Sergeant Nez, artificer of the Great Keep, keeper of the tools, the bringer of fate, and the breaker of chains. Creed would perform a simple ceremony to give you your titles, as well as help you attach your pauldrons to your person once you accepted the gift. And you would all see this and would feel, very, very small golf claps arise from your person, as what you're seeing is something of great value. But yes. So in that turn, Creed will sit down with the new the new, I guess, promoted Nez, and you would all continue to eat and drink to your heart's content in the morning as you continue to debate where you should go next. As stated before, you know that you need to clear out the undead from the Glacier Keep, and you also need to take back Westmunster's harbor from the Mars Company. And so now it comes down to what you believe is going to be your best course of action. You know that the Blight Piper is still out there somewhere, that he is causing issues as he has followed you
Sorry about that,
before.
fucker.
Can we nickname him the Bliper?
I mean,
The
you can
Blighter?
nickname him whatever you want.
I call him that fucker.
I may or may not
Bliper, no
recognize it.
bliping.
Bliper, no
Oh my
bliping.
fucking god.
Because it annoyed her so much, that's what we're calling him from now on. Bliper.
I mean, it's fair. Smart ass bunny man. Shut up, Mandy.
Mandy, they're picking on me.
Anyway, so with that, you all sit, eat, and drink and decide. And until you come up with an idea. So you guys are free to deliberate or to take actions while you are essentially waiting. So what would you like to do in your time?
Go shopping.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hang out with my horse.
Go hang out with your horse. Okay.
Can I just walk around?
You
You
can.
can come shop. You can come shopping with me.
Can I? Can I
You
go shopping
can.
with you?
Yeah.
You're gonna hear this the whole time, though. Oh, it didn't work. Never mind.
I mean, I know you don't work, but
Yeah, have fun working your Halloween when I'm getting drunk. Just letting you know.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Just to
that's
let
a fair
everyone
one.
who isn't a subscriber know while our party decides what they're doing. In about 30 seconds, there's going to be a 3-minute ad break because we hate pre-rolls in this streamer family. Pre-rolls are
Indeed.
dumb. So if you're
But pre-rolls are so much fun.
pre-rolls are not fun, not for people who like to swap between tabs.
Indeed.
So if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and you can use Amazon, you can use your what's it called? Twitch Turbo? Isn't that what it's fucking called?
Yes.
That thing?
Twitch Turbo? The fuck is Twitch Turbo?
I don't
Twitch
even know.
Prime. Twitch Prime.
Twitch Turbo
No,
is
Twitch
you
Prime and
pay-
Twitch Turbo. Yeah.
Or separate.
I can explain Turbo.
I fucking
Is
hate
it new?
I hate it so much. I
No,
hate it
it's
so
old.
much. I hate
It's
it
been
so
around
much.
for a minute.
Because I broke my coffee machine.
All these songs.
Ah, that's hot.
Oh wait,
Someone describe Twitch Turbo to me.
It essentially
So-
think of like paying for a service for no ads, but without
that's what Twitch
like
Prime
buying a
is.
subscription.
Oh my fucking Christ! That's so stupid.
Listen, I don't make the rules. It's silly. I don't get it.
Twitch,
also
why are you
typed
so
it in the
goddamn
chat.
greedy?
Yeah, it
Bro.
makes subs like pretty much worthless at that point. Now
Yeah.
you're just paying for emotes.
Yeah.
Which literally nobody is gonna give a fuck about paying for. Like no one's gonna fucking sub for emotes, bro.
Nobody gives a
But
fuck
Twitch
about
Turbo
it.
does
Oh.
give money to streamers though. So
it does give money to streamers.
So do my
Mandy-
subs.
Mandy, you picked up Cactus. I picked up one of the members of Bard City who happens to be in chat. So I still win.
Did that actually come through that time?
Yes, it did.
It's come through every single time I've heard it. I don't know.
Oh, my name wasn't lighting
I've
up, so
heard
I
it.
didn't know. Sorry, I was trying to make a
fired.
joke about the fucking balls jiggling and
Yes,
shit.
yes,
so I made
your
a fucking
jingle
button.
balls. We get it.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Yeah,
Welcome to the chat, Kingful. Everyone, please give small golf claps to Mr. Kingful, also known as Mayor Francile of Bard City. Tiny golf claps.
Oh my.
Tiny golf claps.
My mic won't pick it up, of course.
It's fine. It's
I was gonna
just
say, yeah, my
it's
mic
in
doesn't pick it
spirit.
up. My
It's in
cam
spirit.
does.
just say golf clap.
Yes.
You're pulling it
quiet
early.
golf clapping.
Sucks to suck, Cactus. She's at work, bitch.
I know, but it's only Monday. It's
Oh.
only Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday, so I can't pull it right now. So what I'm doing is
Are
I'm
you
pulling
priming
it
it?
from Monday. Yes, I'm
You're
priming it for Monday.
You can't prep your fucking action like that. That's not how it
Yes, you
works.
fucking can.
I can do a ready to action.
Any
It's a
hoozle.
standard action. I can do a ready to action, motherfucker.
So while you are all deliberating what you're doing, Yuri and Nameless, you have decided. Thank you for the scream in my ear, Phantom. I know you're here. I appreciate you. I also hate you. So there you go.
Oh, Phantom's here?
Anyway, Phantom's been here. He always throws shit at me all the time.
Yeah,
But
Indeed.
with that, we have Yuri and Nameless going shopping. The rest of you, what do? I know, Aura, you said you're playing off your horse, so that's fine. I'm not including you in this.
I'm finding a way to shine the pauldron that I just got. Pauldron's
Easy
always
enough. It's easy enough
Uh.
out of your kit of gear when you have for mechanical maintenance of Lucifer. You have plenty of things that you could use as polish to keep your pauldrons nice and shiny. Put a little
And then,
elbow grease to it.
to add, I'm looking to make smaller ones to add on to Lucifer.
You're gonna make small ones to put on Lucifer. You know what? That's great. I love it. Thank you for the biddies, Phantom. That is a fate point for our dear group here.
I swear Lucifer's like his child.
I mean,
He is.
Yeah.
yeah, your
He did
point.
make him.
He did technically make him, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it be his child?
Yeah. God.
Fair enough.
Any hoozle. So, Aura, you were bonding with one of the weird horses. Nameless and
That's
Yuri
real
have
good.
gone shopping. Nez is shining his pauldrons and making smaller ones for his turret Lucifer, which scans. Okros, what are you doing?
Well, likely I'd follow
Grim, you are close
and
to a hype
go
train.
shopping.
You are
Oh my.
Yeah, Grim's close to a hype train. Let's get that going.
Hype train. I got a level
Oh,
1 the
Jesus
other day.
fucking Christ.
I was
Fuck, I forgot.
very happy about it.
Could
I
you
forgot to
say?
switch my spell.
Would you say you were hyped about it?
I was. Jesus Christ.
You
Stealth
said we need the
coming
hype
in.
train going.
Stealth coming in with the 5 subs. And we got a hype train going apparently. There we go. That's always fun.
Let's
so
go.
while we're shopping, and then Mandy's throwing bits at me. Mandy, you can't just shake your bits around here. I'll tell karma
Speaking of
on
Mandy,
you. Rex.
Don't
Yeah,
shake your biddies like that. Don't shake your
I-
biddies like that. They wear out and then they get saggy.
Oh God.
No, but she's part of
saw
the itty
that clip.
bitty biddy committee.
Oh my.
We don't judge here, Grim. We're better
I
than
didn't
that.
say we judge. I said that she's immune to that. Physics has no effect on Mandy. She'll suplex physics. I've seen her do it. Fucking Jenna coming in with the 500. That is a dread for me. Oh yes.
Is it?
We'll soon do that.
Yes.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that.
It says right on the fucking screen.
Okay, what the fuck is a dread, and why is my
dreads
ball
are
such a play fucker?
basically dreads. You know how you can use fate points to reroll your failed shit?
Yeah.
I can use dreads to do the same thing or give you disadvantage.
Oh, that's gay.
Yeah.
I can also use to reroll my monster saves as well.
It doesn't tell me that. Oh yes, it does.
You
I'm
mean
about to say
the description at the bottom of the screen that's been there for the past 7 months?
Yeah.
The four
Oh
levels
no.
fuck.
where
Rage.
most people don't do.
Rage.
Oh god damn.
The
Rage beat me
1500.
to it. I was just about to do it.
Vengeance.
Oh no. All right. Franciel, you get to see me pull up my curse list. This is the same one I showed Mother Spring at the event, and that she actually wanted me to send her all of these because she loves them. So that tells you something. If I went to other D&D people and they wanted my curses, give it to them, Big Daddy. Oh hell yeah.
Oh, you're putting a curse on Jenna. Get fucked.
Yeah. It's a Rage specifically asked for Jenna. So I gotta find a good one. The last time she had the belief curse on her where she believed the moon was not real. So let's see if there's another. And then she technically did the secrets curse because she kept telling everyone a different secret about Yuri, even though it wasn't true in the slightest. We've done the Explorer. We've done Change, even though it wasn't great. We've done Foul Lycanthrope, thanks to Nameless's wonderful acting a couple sessions ago.
Thank you.
It's fucking very
It's from
small golf
experience.
claps. It was wonderful. Oh God, Jenna.
Did she just counter curse? She did.
Wow,
Jesus
real fucking
Christ.
original.
Okay, hold on. Now I gotta. All right, hold on.
I mean, it's not the most original, but it's pretty fucking based.
It's
to go,
pretty
all right,
based.
fuck
Yeah.
you back. It's pretty
Petty
based.
is as Petty does. Petty is as
Oh,
Petty
wow,
does.
look, oh, fuck yourself.
All right, so for
Oh, fuck off.
Jesus. Oh God, I can't get through a single thought process. All right, now I need to pull up my other curse list because now I need additional curses.
You know, maybe just the
Jesus
cards need to come out.
I need like my big random table of curses as well on top of the one that I currently have written. Oh God. All right, you guys get to see this roll. So this is for the random table. 95. Hell yeah. Let's see what it is. Is it useful? Oh, it's fucking lame.
Money in Burns' pocket. At
That
least
is
it's
a
money in Burns'
lame
pocket.
curse. Oh, a 5. What is a 5?
Don't you fucking dare, Stealth.
Oh no, that's a dumb curse.
Stealth.
Do it.
Stealth. Don't you dare.
Do it.
Do it. I love how everyone immediately goes to the do it.
Do it.
Like, it's such a
Jesus
fucking like
Christ.
signature meme. You have to do it.
It's so good.
All right, I need to make
And if you're not doing it, you better be doing it.
You did it. You
all right, so what I'm gonna do is for the second one on Jenna, I'm gonna bank that as a second curse for next session as well. So we're gonna have 2 curses on for next session. That's not what I wanted. Don't do that.
One of them's group and the other one's directly for me, right?
Probably. All right. So for the 2 curses that we currently have, well, yeah, I'll figure out details later.
Where's Salty at? I need him to like say his catchphrase for me.
He does need to come and say his catchphrase, doesn't he? All right. So for Nameless, you now believe you are the best boxer in the entire continent of Etheria, where you believe yourself now the heavyweight champion of the local boxing league. You believe you've never lost, you've drawn once, and you have 35 matches under your belt.
Request.
I'm listening.
I need someone to introduce me as such in like a ring announcer voice.
All right, so
along with that bell.
Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. Oh, I'll do it. Hang on. So we'll have that, and then for Jenna, you now believe magic doesn't exist,
My God. And I'm an elf?
and a druid.
That's a good one.
You just like sticks. You just like sticks.
You
Just like
you
sticks.
believe that
And
magic
puddles.
comes from nature in the sense of that you don't know where it comes from, but it's not magic. If anyone tries to tell you it's magic, you'd believe that they're fucking lying. So yeah, so while you're sitting in the tavern, you suddenly have this existential realization that magic isn't real. And so
My
we're
horse, what are
gonna
you talking about?
either way, you suddenly don't understand if magic is real or not. So we're gonna pause on you. Yuri and Nameless, you go to your first shop. You go to one of the general stores close by.
We're just putting a pin in that shit.
We're gonna come back to in a second. So
we're gonna come back to it. So
Nameless
I'm
and
not doing my thing
Yuri.
yet?
Oh no, you're doing your thing. We're coming back to
Okay.
Jen in a second. So you two go to a general store close by, a place that sells potions, ammunition, basic weapons, basic armor, a very basic outlet, almost like a military surplus store in New Haven. Yuri, you enter through the front door, a little bell jingles, like a normal door entry bell, and you see that there's 2 shop clerks, there's a few people in there already. You know, it's very, very normal. Again, imagine a military surplus store, that kind of just like laid back, Freebirds playing on a speaker somewhere in the back. You got rows of like hanging backpacks and rope and all kinds of nonsense, axes, shovels, stools that fold up and all that kind of happy stuff. It's all over the place. You walk in and you immediately start perusing. You know what you're looking for. You're taking a look-see. Nameless, you walk in with just this strut, this just high confidence strut. And as you enter through the door, the entry bell is a little different. Everyone in the shop suddenly hears, and a voice echoes from the doorway. In this corner, please welcome the heavyweight champion of the Etheria Boxing League. He's 4 feet tall and vicious with a right hook. The current heavyweight champion of Etheria, Nameless the Terrible.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Are you yelling at the encore?
I was waiting for like heavyweight champion of the world, like the whole, like all of that.
No, it's just Etheria.
You said
Nameless.
world.
What the fuck is this? What
Yeah,
fresh
yeah,
fuck?
I'm seeing
You
your
know,
shit. Let's
here,
go. We're gonna go. We're
Here,
gonna go.
when
We're
you
gonna go.
enter
That's
through,
25
your
bucks.
entry music starts playing. Is this what you
didn't send
wanted?
me that, by the way, asshole.
I literally told you where to find it. Nerd. Nameless is like bouncing on the balls of his feet as he's in the doorway, listening for the breakdown. Here he is, the heavyweight champion of Etheria, proclaimed over the world, Nameless the Terrible.
Like I would take my cloak off as acting like it's a robe at this point, and just start boxing the air.
Yep. You start boxing the air. You're shadow boxing. You are just like hyping yourself while people are looking at you. You're fucking crazy. They're like, what is happening? Everyone is confused. They're hearing this music and announcer voice come out of thin air, like someone just played massive thaumaturgy. It makes no sense to anyone around you, and you're caught by surprise, and you don't know whether you should acknowledge it or just walk away. Yeah,
I don't know if I love it or hate it.
you're not sure if you should just walk away and go back to what you're doing or acknowledge its existence.
You know, Yuri, I don't like the way that you're looking at me. How about you're my next opponent?
I've taken
Lace
shit.
up those boots.
I have taken
Wrap
shit.
up those gloves. Are you about to take a shit on this mat? Come on, let's go. Let's go, Yuri. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bitch.
I know you sting like bitch. What? Why you insult self?
You gonna feel it.
Why you insult self?
You about to
Yuri,
catch these hands, Yuri.
Do
You
you have
see-
self-esteem issue? Like, do we need to get therapy? Do we need help for you?
I mean, you gonna be calling it for a doctor. Let's go.
You see Nameless is now wearing brightly colored boxing shorts and is wearing boxing shoes and has large boxing gloves on. and is just dancing on his feet at you. You look down at your own hands. You're still in your regular clothes, but you have large red boxing gloves on.
I take off. Fuck glove.
Ooh, bare knuckle brawl. Let's go.
Wait. Oh, I know why you are upset. That tiny speedo is crushing tinier balls. I understand.
All 6 of them. Let's go.
I understand. I get it.
I'm gonna beat you, Yuri. Beat
Are you two
senseless.
gonna bare knuckle brawl in the middle of the store while like theme
yeah.
songs and bells are going? All right, cool. All right.
No, we're not. No, we're not, because I'm not doing
Oh,
it.
we absolutely are.
Bro, I have to get shit first, then we fight.
You turn
Why you gotta
around,
get
Yuri,
shit
and you
first?
see
What
that
shit you
there
gotta
are you see that there are now ropes around you. Like you are now surrounded in a square of ropes from a boxing ring. The floor beneath you has become a mat. You're still in the store, but you're somehow on a small square of a boxing stage.
DM question. I don't actually know this one. I know you can pact weapon literally anything, right?
Uh-huh.
Can I pact weapon these hands? I don't. It doesn't. Like I've read the description several times, and it doesn't say shit about unarmed.
I mean, unarmed, you can just drop a sword and make it unarmed.
Well,
To
no,
make
I'm
a
saying,
packed
can I-
weapon, it has to be an actual weapon. You could have like brass knuckles or something that increases your unarmed damage, and that could be your packed weapon, but you can't just have your hands be a packed weapon.
Okay.
This is fucked. I just realized something.
What?
My unarmed strike is 0 damage.
Yes. Again, this is why this curse is funny.
Okros was behind them, so he would have just walked in very confused.
Okros, you walk in to the store as you're hearing all this music and bells. And as you cross through the doorway, you're standing inside the ring at the edge of the ropes. Your leathers have turned into a black and white vertically striped shirt and black pants. You have a silver bell dangling around your neck, and you're wearing a black baseball cap on your head. You feel the need to say to these two individuals, let's get ready to rumble.
I don't know what this clothing is, but I suddenly have. Let's get ready to.
As he
Okay, as
fucking
he says-
clips himself out of existence.
As
Oh
he says,
no! I
as
don't do
he
it too
says-
deep.
As he says, rumble, Eldritch Blast.
Okay, sure. Nameless, you see him go to do an Eldritch Blast. I need a dex check from you at advantage because you see it coming. You feel
Yeah.
good. You feel fast.
Oh, dex check. I did dex save. Sorry.
Just whatever your proficiency is, take it off. So if I think you have a +3, just -3.
I have a +8 in the
What's your proficiency bonus?
+4.
All right, so take 4 off the result. So you get an 8 on the dex check.
An 8.
So you go to dodge, and you don't dodge it all the way. You feel the Eldritch Blast almost moving like an invisible fist hit you in the shoulder as you weave to the side.
Does it matter that it has the Eldritch Blast? It's a knockback.
No, because you're fighting the heavyweight champion of Etheria. All right, so at that point, Nameless, you see an opening. What do you do?
I catch and snaring strike and go for a hit.
You feel the power well up inside you. You get an unarmed strike with advantage.
Ooh.
It's almost like you've been in hundreds of these fights where you fought massive individuals of all shapes and sizes. You feel the knowledge passed down from your mentor, coach, eating a chocolate bar, standing on the edge of the ring, telling you you're doing a good job, wearing his red tracksuit and driving a bike behind you as you ran across the streets of Etheria, training for this exact moment.
I got 2 10s, 2 10s, so that's a 13.
Nope. AC 17.
What's 10 plus your dex, Yuri?
10 plus dex is 13.
So when you look down as you see Nameless
Do I
running
also
at
have-
you,
Though I also have mage armor and cloak of protection.
so as you look down towards Nameless running at you, you expect nothing of this. But as you look down, you see that your clothing has now been replaced by simple boxing shorts and boxing shoes. As you get hit square in the solar plexus by Nameless, and you feel like you just got hit by a truck.
But mage armor.
Doesn't seem to work here. Strange.
Okay, little shit.
So at this point, you see that these two titans are throwing hands at each other back and forth. The dip, duck, dive, dodge, and dodging is immense, constantly weaving back and forth as Yuri throws punches that Nameless quickly dodges, Nameless throwing jabs that hit Yuri but don't seem to do much, as it's just a stalemate. Until one opportunity arises and Nameless feels an emphasis coming on.
Uh-oh.
I need that emphasis roll.
Oh, it's rolling. It's just really, really laggy.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happens.
Roll20's being fucking weird tonight.
It happens. There's a lot of people playing D&D probably. You know, servers and RNGs and whatnot. All the numbers and computer talk words.
Spaghetti code.
The spaghetti code, yeah.
I got a
No.
12 and a 2. The dice are not in my favor tonight.
You feel the power well up inside you. You take a leaping punch at Yuri. Yuri, I need you to also roll me an emphasis.
That one.
Game, whenever's good for you is good for me. What am I just rolling? Flat 20s?
2 20s. Yes. You need to roll me 2 d20s.
Uh, 13 and 5.
God, you're both terrible.
We're just
So he does a flying punch at you. You see it coming a mile away. You step to the side as Nameless falls into the ropes. And this goes on for the next few minutes as it just seems no one has the upper edge. They're both just not doing too well. Until eventually, Okros, you feel like you need to step in between them and call it a draw. As you've become getting bored.
Fair. And that's an end to the match. We're calling it a draw.
Oh, absolutely
Yes.
not. I've only had one draw in my entire life. I'm not having a second one here. You lay off.
Oh, I'm afraid we're out of time. It's gonna have to be another draw.
Extend it.
So,
The
Nameless,
regulations.
as Okro steps in to stop the fight, do you go to swing at Yuri still?
Is my name Rage?
It is.
Then yes.
Okay. Okros, you see that Nameless is breaking regulation as you're calling a draw to the fight. You feel anger welling up inside of you as the rules must not be broken.
I go into a rage, bellowing, "Regulations cannot be broken!" and grab them both and hold them apart.
Yes.
I
You do
flail
so.
violently.
You do so with utmost ease. As you pull them apart, you see that the mat disappears from beneath you, the ropes disappearing into the ether. The sound of the crowd and the announcers fading off into nothingness as you see now Nameless and Yuri in their normal clothes being held up by the scruff of the necks by a large lion-maned barbarian who's now no longer in a referee shirt.
Now that whatever that was is over, would you mind putting me down now, please? Thank you. No.
Not quite sure where I'm holding you, so sure.
No offense, your blood does not smell good.
Ugh.
Hey, I said no offense.
I don't think this is over, Sparkles. I will have
Nameless,
my rematch.
you have no recollection of what just occurred. You just have a wandering thought of, I could have been a contender once, but I had that draw at the last match of my career, and now I'm here in a shop with a vampire.
Man, I feel like not fair.
Not fair.
I want to remember it. Not fair.
You remember
wanna
the fight that you just had, but almost as if it happened years ago. Not that it happened 30 seconds ago. You're still angry at Yuri because the person you drew against was also a vampire in the heavyweight category.
I feel like that's just cheating. Jesus Christ, being a vampire in a boxing tournament.
Is this why I hate Yuri?
Yes. I
Oh,
guess.
you don't
Oh
hate
no.
This is your secret backstory, is that you were a boxing heavyweight champion lost to a vampire.
How the fuck did you qualify for heavyweight? You must have been fat as fuck, bro.
It's not my fault your mother gave me a cookie every time I fucked her.
You better have been more than one cookie.
Bro, she baked me dozens.
You
Oh
know
my
self-control having
God.
fat
Is this
back.
just what the insults you two are throwing at each other in the store while everyone's still looking at you like you're fucking crazy?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah,
wonderful.
100%. 100%.
Christ.
So you three go into the store looking for your provisions, and you find what you're looking for with relative ease. As we swing back to Aura, who is outside with her horse, Deimos,
With 6 legs.
with 6 legs. Phobos is hooked up next to him, who also has 6 legs.
I'm
You
not
can
allowed to cut
you
them off.
continue to have a thought about cutting off 2 of their legs, and you have this thought of, I think that's a stupid idea and against my code of ethics at some extent or another. But you
Question, who are our
suddenly
casters?
Huh?
Who are our casters?
It would be you, Creed, Yuri, and technically Nez. And then Nameless is a half caster.
Okay. So who do I still have access to? Because everyone's at the store.
You have access
It's-
currently to Creed and Nez
Okay.
that are in the tavern as you walk in
Okay.
having an existential crisis.
Okay. I know I'm playing with my fingers and they're sparking. I have fire fingers. Creed. Yes. Did you know my fingers can do this?
Gross.
Yes, I did.
It's so cool. What is it?
Your fingers are
Match.
petroleum jelly.
Like the sarcastic like lift of the hands, like
The oogle boogle fingers, the magic.
it's like
What the fuck are you doing, Creed? Tell me what my fingers are doing. It's kind of
much.
cool. What? I
What do
didn't
you
hear what you
mean,
said.
what?
What are my fingers doing? They're like shooting sparks out of them. Wonder if I could
Generating
zap that
flame.
person with my fire fingers. I'm gonna point at a random person at the bar and just like shoot something at him out of my fingers.
You flick your hand at the bar
What?
and you fire a small fireball out of your fingers at the bar, and it smashes into the wall and breaks one of the shelving units, and the barkeeper looks at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh shit, that's fucking cool. I didn't know I could do that. What is that?
What?
Did something happen to me?
Creed's going to pinch the bridge of his nose.
Yes.
Now what is it?
Do any party tricks? Party trick. I like this.
They are not party tricks.
What are they?
It's magic.
Magic? Magic's not real. Oh, you're joking, right, Creed? You're joking. Did you just say magic?
Oh, it's magic. You know.
You know.
Better
Creed, magic
believe
isn't
it's
real.
not
Are you
true.
okay? Creed, magic's not real.
Damn, you
Hey,
cactus.
Creed. Isn't she an elf?
Indeed,
How come magic isn't real?
Oh, what did she do now?
Nez is just
I'm-
like rubbing his forehead with his right arm or right hand. Like, what is going on with her?
You're nuts. You are nuts. Magic isn't real. I'm going to the shop and I'm going to go get the guys to tell you guys that magic isn't real. So Nora's going to run out the tavern to try and find the shop that they're in.
You run out of the tavern as you keep looking at Creed and Nez, as you simply just keep telling them, magic's not real. Stop telling me it's real. That's stupid. And you leave. And you quickly find the shop where the other three are, where they're currently
Damn it.
looking through magical items and pieces of equipment as you bust through the door laughing, saying that magic isn't real. I need you guys to come tell Creed and Nez.
You're nameless.
The druid has finally snapped.
Can you guys come tell the other two that magic isn't real?
If
You
we
ignore
stand
it,
perfectly
it'll go away.
still, she might not notice us.
They're trying to convince me that magic is real. Like, they've lost their mind. Magic isn't real. Why are they trying to convince me magic is real? Do they think I'm stupid?
Are you?
No. This is fucking hilarious.
Are you
Like,
sure?
come on. Just because I do one party trick and I shoot fire out of my fingertips does not mean magic is fucking real. Magic is not real. You won't convince me otherwise. I can just shoot fire out of my fingers. It's a weird commodity that I've developed. Maybe it's a birth defect. I don't know.
Are
I've
you
never
Hey,
sure?
done
Yuri,
it
do you,
before.
hey, Yuri, do you have like a silence spell?
Magic isn't real. Stop asking. Why are you asking him to cast a spell? Magic isn't real. You can't cast
It'd be
spells.
really good if you could cast it right now. That'd be fucking fantastic.
I desperately wish I did.
Oh, I think we need to learn you one.
You guys have all lost your fucking minds. Like, were you dropped? Dropped as a kid? Or were you, like, maybe even. Magic is not real. Stop saying it is.
Hey, Yuri, you want to
Nameless
box together?
as,
I feel like this would be way better than listening to this shit.
Nameless, as you're flicking through the different items and commodities that are in the shop, you see that he has a box of spell scrolls that are all labeled. And you see that there is a silent spell scroll going for 3 gold.
Hey, shopkeep, can I have this one, please?
He nods and just points to the counter. As long as you put the coin up, he'll unlock the spell. Basically meaning he like cuts the ribbon so you can open it, essentially.
If it works, I'll give you 5.
He gives you a thumbs up and cuts the ribbon for you.
Hey, Yuri, here, please.
Magic is not real.
Sooner rather than
I'm
later,
leaving.
please.
Reading the spell.
You
Ridiculous.
read the spell quickly and just kind of hold the scroll up as you see a shimmering bubble appear around Aura as her yelling and her like very flamboyant like hand movements of being like magic's not real, what are you talking about, just becomes quiet as she just continues to yell words. You can see her mouthing magic's not real, why are you reading that paper, that's not real.
Oh.
Sweet, sweet silence. Here, shopkeep. There's the 3 for the scroll, and the other 2 are for you.
It's so beautiful.
He nods with a chuckle and walks
It's
away from the
so-
counter with the 5 gold in his hand.
It's
I
so
feel
beautiful.
so much better.
Can I leave and go back?
You step out of the bubble and you can hear yourself again. Like you
See?
just took like a 3-footstep to the left.
Magic's not fucking real. I am leaving. I'm going back to the tavern and I'm gonna take
You
shots.
still can't hear her,
because
right?
You have all lost your fucking minds.
You hear
We're
her as
inside
she
the bubble. I'm
yeah.
getting in the bubble.
I'm gonna get a bubble.
You step in. So as she steps out of it, you two immediately like step into it and just hear nothing.
Yup.
I fist bump Yuri.
Fist bump.
Here,
Fury, Nameless, you guys have lost your fucking minds. I am leaving.
Oh,
And you leave and
It's-
you go back to the tavern and you see Okros, Nameless, and Yuri all standing in a bubble, just with a look of serenity on their faces. It's like, ah.
What the
This is
fuck
what
is
life
that
is about.
bubble and where did it come from?
This is what life's about right here. Peace.
bro,
and
you need to
silence.
learn this one yesterday.
I know, dude. I
Back
know.
to my tavern to go bug the other 2 again.
I will
You-
see if Lord Lord Hades will allow me to learn this. This is about her.
I will
You-
sell my soul for it at this point.
You go back to the tavern as you walk past the 2 6-legged horses that are clearly of Fey ancestry outside the tavern. As you walk inside, as Creed and Nez have now migrated to the bar and have 2 very large drinks in front of them. As you step back
Okay, so-
into the tavern, you just hear a sigh emit from most of the patrons inside the building.
What is your guys' fucking problem? Rude. Nez. They've lost their marbles too. Some weird shop that had weird things, and this bubble came out of nowhere. What the fuck was the bubble? I don't know. But they tried to tell me magic was fucking real too. And like you guys have all been dropped as kids, I swear. Like, is that why we're all here? All misfits? Come together and it's like Island of the Misfit Toys.
I don't know. I think the druid's been dropped on their head too many times because you should know
The
all
hell's a
about magic.
druid? The druid.
You.
I am just an no. I'm a fish. I come from the sea. I am a fish.
You would know what an elf and that you're still a druid. You just think magic isn't real.
I thought druid was tied to magic, so I was trying to get rid of the druid.
Druid is tied to
been
magic,
okay to
but
keep-
it's mostly nature. So you believe it's nature acting on its own accord, that there's no magic behind it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's no such thing as magic. You guys can't convince me otherwise. Now I need a fucking drink. You guys have given me a headache. Twinkle fingers. Who has twinkle fingers?
Clearly you.
I don't have no. I have a cool party trick that I somehow gained. I don't have twinkle fingers. What am I, some fucking fairy vampire bullshit?
Did Yuri feel called out?
Yuri's not there. He's in the shop, bro. He ain't going back to that motherfucker.
Also fair.
I mean, your twinkle fingers is probably gonna go down with Sparkle, with Nameless.
Who the? I almost said who the fuck is Nameless. I know who Nameless is.
oh,
Does Nameless have twinkle fingers? Is that what you're saying? Is Nameless has twinkle fingers?
Nope, but it's going to become your nickname with him.
Why? Fingers don't
Because you're
twinkle.
saying you have
If my fingers
twinkle
twinkle,
fingers.
no, I have fire fingers. There's a difference. It's my cool party trick. We have been over this. Have you even been listening to a word I fucking said? No.
The
You've been
barkeep
too
slides a
busy.
glass in front of you, Aura, as you sit up at the bar, as you're like berating Nez over why he shouldn't believe in magic and that it's not real. He slides you a large steel cup and just nods to you and says, "You sound like you need this more than me." And he just backs away from the bar.
Throw it back in one gulp.
Give me a Constitution save at disadvantage.
Oh God, what'd you do?
You're puking. It's you can't drink
Oh,
liquor
I
that
know what it
quickly.
is.
I'm hoping she falls asleep.
Is it the
I'm hoping she
dwarven
falls
gut
asleep.
rot?
It is rot gut. It is dwarven rot gut. The timed and
Nice.
true
I
at
had dyslexia
disadvantage,
there.
so you need to roll a second one, take the lowest.
Hey, Burn,
Uh-huh.
I would like to grapple her.
To grapple?
She got a 4.
Yes.
All right.
I want to put. I want Bree to stand up. He would put his hand in the back of her neck and help her drink it.
So
Get it down.
So
and I would
or
like
you go
Nez
to
walk away.
Oh my.
Nez just walks away. He's like, nope. So Creed, you see her start to drink. You just go behind her and go, yes, yes. As you take.
I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead, Creed.
what you're about to do and learn is called a learning experience. Drink.
So you take the whole 8-ounce pint or half pint down of dwarven rock cut. It burns like the dickens. It tastes like gasoline. It's something that elves are not used to. And you drink the whole thing down in a single sitting. You just drown it back as Creed is giving you words of encouragement. As it hits your body like a sack of bricks, you suddenly are drunk more than you have ever been in your entire life. It is a fucking miracle you are still standing.
Holy fuck.
It's you can barely walk in a straight line. Your sight is seeing 8 instead of double. You're seeing 8 times the number of things in front of you. You are cross-eyed. You are red in the face, and you are just wobbly. But you don't seem to fall down, which is impressive.
Weebles
Holy-
wobble, but they don't fall down.
Holy fuck. That was some strong shit. Oh, shit. Okay.
You think that comes out of your mouth, but what comes out of your mouth is just
I was gonna say I feel like she should be talking in cursive at this point.
she is talking in cursive. In her head, she believes she's speaking in common, but in reality, it's mostly cursive.
Bed.
Hmm.
Delayed down. Yeah. Mhm. I just like lay on the board.
Creed and Nez, you see that there is a bench, a part of a booth at the far end of the tavern that would be perfect for her to lay down and have a think about her actions, about the consequences that led her to this point.
I feel like it would be better to lay her on the bar so everyone sees that she's a jackass. Just saying.
I look at Lucifer and I say,
I mean, you're not there though.
carry her over there.
You hear Lucifer go,
Even Lucifer doesn't want to deal with me. Okay.
if a turret could shrug, that's what he would be doing. So you guys get her to a bench of some form and get her to lay down. As you are being laid down by Nez and Creed, who are making sure that you haven't conked your dome piece on anything. As you feel consciousness starts to leave you, you suddenly remember magic is very much real as the world goes black.
Wait, fuck. Magic. Okay. Magic's real.
The last thing you exclaim is magic is real, and then bonk.
Now, for
Mag-
clarification, that was a bonk, right? Not a bunk, but a bonk.
It was a bonk. It was a head bonk on the bench.
Wait, who bonked me? Sorry, I was not
You were not bonked. You bonked yourself. You fell onto the bench. You went
Oh,
unconscious.
okay.
You went
I just went
kaplunk.
night now.
Yes.
You went night.
You went night night.
Okay, I
So
got it.
Nameless, Okros, and Yuri, what do you buy from the shop besides that scroll of silence that happened to become really useful?
I need to buy some dye for my robes so they're not bright ass red anymore.
Okay.
And I need to buy a you know what a death mask is, right?
I'm aware what a death mask is, yes.
I need to
Of
get a
any
death mask.
particular individual?
No, just a death mask.
Just a death mask? Okay.
I was like, hey, do I deserve to die or
Since my-
some shit?
No, a death mask. It's because my body, or Yuri, my body, right? His body is disintegrating and degrading, and it would cause genuinely significant problems. You know, interacting with the general population to see the literal face of a skeleton talking to them. So he's getting the death mask to make it so that he can actually talk to people.
If you've ever seen the record of the leper king of Rome, where he wore a mask that was resembling of his face, that's a death mask. Because
you could
it's
also just go
essentially
with try to cut you off. You could also just go with look up King Baldwin.
Oh, King Baldwin, yes, that as well.
Jerusalem.
King Baldwin's
Far more
another.
popular.
Yes.
Doesn't like Beethoven or Mozart have one on his tombstone?
Yes. Most famous people have a death mask. A lot of it is stored. Some of it's on their tombstone. Some of it's in different reliquaries across the
Okay.
planet. Basically, it's a casting of a face in death. So it's like, it's basically just it's a fucking mask you wear. The Guy Fowl
see that,
masks
yeah.
that people wear for Anonymous is technically a
Yeah.
death mask.
Yeah,
Technically.
it's just something he can wear to not freak people the ever loving fuck out. Because I might be real with you, Chief. How much would you freak out if a fucking skeleton lich came up to you?
You're not that far
I
gone.
wore.
But I will be eventually.
Well,
Like,
Nez, the
I'm
mask you wore
preparing for
was
the
like
eventually.
a flat ballistic mask. Like it looked very like almost operatic.
Yeah.
It was just very basic. But Yuri's going fancy because he has to, because he's a vampire. Let's go above and beyond.
You have to. Come on.
You have
I don't
to.
know. I feel like a
Is it
death
basic?
mask would freak me out more.
Probably. But you know, it could be it reminds me of the scene from The Mummy where he's wearing his death mask and he lifts it and it's just lich and you're like, ah, no. But yeah,
Shit,
so
no, fuck bad.
no, bad, no, blah. So yeah, you were easily able to find the dye for your clothing. Any specific color you were looking for?
Black. Just to
Okay,
take the red off
easy
of it.
enough. Easy enough. Because specific colors, as you know, are of certain rarity. So you're able to find just a dark dye, a darkener, if you will, to make it so it's not as vibrant. And then, of course, finding a death mask is a little bit harder. But you do find that there is a quote unquote costume shop that does very good mask wear, essentially. And so you find something in there that is to your liking of whether it is, do you have any particular preference of the death mask you wish to wear?
Yes, 2 seconds, and I will whack it into Link's Friday.
I feel like you should have a mask like the mayor in Nightmare Before Christmas, where he can just shift it for his mood.
It just shifts for his,
That would
yeah,
be
that'd be
great.
pretty fucking cool. So basically like a very traditional death mask, no major features, just
No.
straightforward Phantom of the Opera style kind of thing.
Mhm.
All right, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, so you find the dye, you find death mask very easily. Anything else you, Okros, or Nameless wanted to buy from the stores while you were meandering?
I have one last thing I want to find though.
What's that?
It's just a war scythe at a weapon shop.
A war scythe.
Yeah, I'm going. You know the look I'm going for at this point.
Yes, you are going full full necromancer build right now is what it
Full
sounds
Death
like.
Reaper, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you'd be able to find a farmer scythe relatively easily, or that you could probably pay to have modified into a war scythe. Basically redoing the shaft, making it more of a straight handle weapon instead of a curved handle weapon. You know, things along that nature. It would probably wind up, the whole thing would probably wind up costing you like a single gold for the mask and the die, and then probably 3 for the weapon to be modified.
Too easy.
Cool. Guess what? Gold carries a lot of fucking weight. Surprise. Anyway, so yeah, you're able to do that. Okros, anything you are specifically looking for, or are you just kind of tagging along?
Are there any materials that could be purchased to give to frickin' brain fart, of course, right now? Why the
How
hell
dare.
am I? Yeah, Nez. It is. Nez is this week's character. This day's character, not week's, Jesus.
This person
to give
here.
to Nez, yes, exactly. To give to give to him to make like some throwables that we can use or something.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
hand grenades or something.
basically you're looking for essentially like black powder casing, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably find enough to make like 3 decent sized hand grenades. Little delayed fuse bombs, very old school style. It'd probably cost you around, the black powder would be the most expensive. It'd probably come up to about 3 gold for the whole thing.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. Nameless, anything you were specifically looking for, if anything?
I don't really know what I would want to look for at this point.
Okay. Did you need like
I guess if he's
ammunition?
got,
Did you want to find anything?
Yeah, if he's got what's the fucking word? Like rounds that are like encased in lightning or fire or whatever. I forget what the word is.
Like magic rounds?
Yeah,
Incendiaries?
but elemental rounds. That's the word I was looking for.
Elemental. So you speak to one of the armorers who works in the area you were walking through. He tells you, I can get you regular bullets, I can get you incendiaries. Incendiaries are easy enough to make by mixing the right amount of phosphorus and smoke powder behind the bullet itself. He goes, elemental rounds are a little bit more tedious and difficult. Now, there is a wizard you could talk to that has been known to make specialty rounds, ones that are able to carry a spell a long distance. Those are very few and far between, but he may be able to get you 1 or 2.
Okay. Where's that wizard at? Can you point me in the right direction?
Oh, he should probably still be near the north side of town, closer to the keeper's tomb. He's about 4.5 feet tall. I know he's probably closer to 5 if you count his ears. He's a rabbit folk wizard. You'll see him.
He sounds familiar. Do you know what his name is?
He has a really strange accent. Carries a large caliber rifle on his back. He's one of the sharpshooters for Leandros. I don't know his name exactly off the top of my head. He doesn't seem to stick around too long.
Man, fuck that guy. I mean, sure, I'll go look for him. Thank you.
Yeah. And so you walk in the direction, and you see that past a lot of the stalls, you see that there is a blue and gold tent set up that has been turned essentially into a small barracks room where you see a lot of these individuals that are carrying rifles and bows and crossbows and all these different types of ranged weapons, hand mortars, all these different things. They all seem to have large tomes strapped to their hips as well. And as you walk towards the tent, you see the rabbit folk, the Harangon, the keeper was telling you about, standing in front. Again, about 4'6", 4'7", 5'2" if you count the ears. As he's standing outside the front door, berating what looks to be a taller elf wizard about the way he takes care of his munitions. And as he sees you approach, he waves off the elf with the "forget about you, gay." And he sees you walking towards him, and he goes, "Oh, if it isn't one of the greatest sharpshooters I've ever seen. Don't think I haven't forgotten what you've done, Nameless. You're a legend. You got your reputation."
I appreciate it, Thumper.
Yeah, I'll fucking forget the fact you give me that nickname. What can I do you for? Why are you over here?
Listen, buddy, I hear from somebody who heard from somebody else who heard from somebody else that you can attune rounds to be of elemental type nature.
Well, if you heard from somebody who heard from somebody, they'd be telling you fucking wrong. I don't make elemental rounds. I make spell rounds. These rounds aren't just, oh, I make it full of acid, or I make it corrosive, or I make it full of fire. It's no, I can literally make it carry a spell of a caster's choosing from point A to point B. They take me a long time to make and a lot of tedious work. But you've seen you can handle yourself. I'll give you one of them, and you just have to have a caster of your group put a spell in it.
Okay. I would sure appreciate that.
Yeah, just be wary. Don't put too big of a spell in it, because it makes it a little unstable. It's how we get around the fluxes of magic in these pots.
Okay, well, how big is too big?
Well, with the rifle you're carrying, I probably wouldn't go above level 3. You know, like a junior wizard kind of level. So don't be thinking about any kind of, tiny hut being shot at somebody or some kind of crazy lightning bolt storm. Think basic. Think like standard lightning bolt, standard fireball, maybe like poison cloud. Things that are still pretty good, but like on the basic side. If we ever get you hooked up with a bigger caliber rifle, you're looking at probably 5th level, 6th level. But right now, junior wizard spells. Keep it tiered. Yeah.
Understood. And hey, you still looking out for another rifle like yours? You know I wanted yours.
I know you wanted mine. Mine's calibrated to my own stature. It's, if you find anything out in the field and you want it tuned, if you find something that's fucking broken as shit and you want to see about tuning it up to something you can utilize, come find me. We'll make a deal. We'll talk.
Hi, buddy. I won't forget that.
I
And
hope
thank
you
you
better
again.
not.
Who can forget Thumper?
You fucking hairball. Get the fuck out of here.
You guys.
And so he hands you a round built for your rifle. The bullet itself seems to be made of silver with engravings built into it, looking very ornate for a round that would be fired out of a rifle. But it seems to almost be extremely cold to the touch and almost seems to pull magic towards it, almost like a sponge. And so you feel like this is the real deal. So you put it in your pocket and you go about your business.
What am I calling this thing?
You call them magic bullet, spell round, whatever you feel like is a good name for it.
I like spell round.
Bullet.
The
Get fucked up.
jack off cleaner 9000.
The Astroglide.
The Astroglide. I actually kind of like that name though. That's actually kind of good.
It's
That's
really-
the worst part.
it
That's
actually
really
does-
good.
It
That
does kind of
fits.
fit.
Oh,
It
really does. It
I
really does.
hate that. Oh, damn. I
I
hate
thought I
that.
couldn't hate you guys. I thought I couldn't hate you all more.
Listen, you chose to join in on this
Fine,
bullshit,
no.
so
Then
do
we find new
not.
levels.
Do
I said nothing.
not. Do not. Do not. So, with your Astroglide round, you return to the tavern triumphant as you feel like you have found everything you're looking for, including topping off your standard rounds, and feeling that you have all the other your equipment, any miscellaneous things you've used, tinderbox, torch, rope, pinions, anything like that, you were easily able to re-up from the party fund of like for a single gold. A lot of easy material.
We need to actually talk about our finances because I'm pretty sure most of us are skint fucking broke.
Yeah. Most of you are more like skint broke. The only two that probably aren't going to be is Nez and Creed
I haven't
because they
spent
have
a dime.
salaries.
Oh, gold wise, I have all my gold.
Yeah, like Aura, you can still have your finance, but anyone who's probably on a consistent basis not going to be skin broke is more than likely Creed and Nez because they actually have paying salaries.
Hashtag no vampire savings account, no Roth IRA.
Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here with your horse shit. Get away.
I want my vampire
We need
IRA
a blood
account.
bank
What
for
the
you.
fuck?
Go
Blood
to the
bank.
fucking blood bank, you nerd. God,
This is bullshit. What about my vampiric investments?
my vampiric investments. Yeah.
Look, have you ever seen any kind of vampire lore be broke? No, they're all fucking loaded, bro.
Have you ever seen the vampiric lord be broke?
No, like every vampire in every lore everywhere is always rich as fuck. I swear to God, it must come with like, okay, I've bit you now, and here's your stipend. Here's your fucking like.
It's because they have thralls who are like, give me your money.
I don't know, man. In Twilight, they were in high school.
It's
Those
like
aren't real
it's the
vampires.
way I imagine them
Sorry.
is like they're e-girls. They have an OnlyFans for their thralls. They have money thrown
Why
at them
would you say
constantly.
e-girls?
Vampire fan.
Vampire e-girls.
Only vamps.
Only vamps.
You know, it's fine. It's
Where they
fine.
prefer that time of the month.
Only bites.
Only bites. God damn it, that's worse. I liked mine better. You schmuck. Anyway,
But I like only bites.
You don't have to be
So-
lonely. Accountsonly.com.
You don't have to have a pulse at onlyvamps.com.
so you all return.
It's fucking
to-
horrific. That's cursed.
Everything's cursed in this campaign. You return to the tavern. You see that Aura is passed out on the bench. You see Nez and Creed are sitting at the bar. You've all returned with your gear. Okris, you've returned with some miscellaneous spices and material for Nez. Nameless, you've returned with your Astroglide round and other miscellaneous gear for parts of the party. And Yuri, you've returned in a completely different garb. Almost
I like
darker.
to die a little inside,
with-
even the more you say Astroglide round. Just saying.
I do, but it's okay. It's for the gram. It's for the bit, you know? It's for the bit. I'm here for it. And Yuri,
Love it.
you appear with darker robes and a scythe and a silver mask adorned on your face. As you all enter the tavern, you're all welcomed by the rest of your party that waits. And as you guys enter the tavern, Nez, you see that Leandros has also entered. He specifically comes looking for you. Veteran Sergeant Nez.
Well, hello, Leandros. It's gonna take some getting used to hearing that.
It's Watch Commander Leandros to
Commander.
you. As much as it is
Uh,
Watch Commander Creed to you now. As titles are important in the military fashion to make sure that everything is accounted for, and that accountability and responsibility for one's duties are taken fully into account.
Military
Which, when Creed brought forth to me the proposal to make you one of my veteran sergeants, someone who would be part of my retinue, someone who would help reestablish the Ravenholm military to what it once was, I believed him to be incorrect until I saw you in action, until I saw you work to make a better tomorrow today, like the old Federation of old. You're doing your part, and it's
Oh my
impressive
fuck
to see.
you.
And it's impressive to see
Would you
that
like to know more?
if you would like to know more about your position and the responsibilities it entails.
Do you want to live forever?
No master. I don't point
Motherfucker,
at the area except for the offer.
You guys just killed me.
motherfucker
Good.
out here quoting Starship Troopers. I fucking hate you, Grim.
Yeah, I fucking heard it too.
Watch Commander Leandros. I will work on this because this is new to me, and I apologize.
Out of character title is War Master, not Watchman.
It is War Master, but
It's
point
War Master.
past. Yes, it's War Master Leandros. I misspoke on that one. Too many
That
ranks.
fucking military commander can't even get his own rank.
It's the dude that kills bitches.
I have 40 NPCs I have to keep track of. Fight me.
Oh god, I'm gonna
Anyway.
have to, like, now, notes.
Do we get
War
bonus for
Master
turning DM into
Leandros.
Do we get bonus for turning DM into vampire?
How about you don't, muck? So the War Master looks at you and goes, well, if you would like to know more about your responsibilities, it's quite simple. As a veteran sergeant, you are one to set the example. You are one to lead folks into battle and defense of everything that is ours against enemies both foreign and domestic. To be a leader to those beneath you, to understand the self-sacrifice and strength necessary to uphold your title. You understand that within the company there is death, but it brings forth new life, as death is cyclic, and those who live within the chapter shall be with us forever. Now, I need to bestow upon you one specific thing if you're going to be a part of my retinue. As he points to the revolver on your hip. I cannot have an officer of my retinue walking around with such a exquisite firearm. As you know, engravings have all the tactical
Every
advantage in the
tactical-
world.
Jesus.
And so I'm here to bestow upon you a simple gift. A revolver made out of my own custom weaponsmith. A man by the name of Jeremiah who helped heroes hunt down a monster called Old One-Eye years ago. It is a strange contraption that I do not quite understand. But all he did, all he left of a note for it, is that 1, that engravings count for everything. 2, to never not polish it. Every day was in my possession. And then a name he had inscribed upon the barrel. A simple one of 5 letters that I don't seem to understand the reference, but it was there for Jeremiah, who, all through his belly button picking means, was one of the best goddamn gunsmiths I've ever had in my retinue. It simply says the word dread. D-R-E-D-D. I don't know how he spells it where he came from, but that's not how you spell Beyodn Etheria. Regardless, he called it the Judge, and I bestow it upon you, Mr. Veteran Sergeant Nez. With great
That one was very good, that, by
interest,
the way.
with great interest in your career going forward as my personal artificer.
Grim, make one more goddamn reference. I swear to God.
War Master Leandros, I greatly appreciate this revolver, and I will definitely make sure to polish it daily.
Very good.
You better
Now,
polish it. You better
I
stroke that
have-
barrel too.
I have letters to respond to from a town called Moria. Apparently they dug too deep, and they apparently are asking for aid. I'm going to tell them that they're being a fool of a took, because they're being fucking stupid once again. As Leandros walks away, as he fucking leaves.
No, I told you.
As
I applaud Bryce's.
Rex is for not immediately jumping in. Yeah. And so he leaves, having to go answer letters from a town called Moria. Apparently their mine shafts have gone in the wrong direction. They've dug too deep. But he leaves you with the revolver known as the Judge. Which, in mechanic sense, to help you understand stealth, for how the weapon works, is that I will have to set up a homebrew system for it, or if you wish to just put it in as a +2 revolver, would also work for the time being. You essentially get 2 choices when you attack, or in the over the course of a day. You get to choose how many rounds in your revolver are scattershot rounds, which means you hit a 15-foot cone in front of you and force a dex save on your enemies.
Oh.
So basically, when you pull the trigger, you get to choose between scattershot and slug rounds. So either standard revolver or AoE.
All right.
That's basically it. It's essentially just giving you access to a shotgun as a +2 revolver. It may have more features down the road, but from what you see here, it has just those 2 features.
Currently, this is what it does.
Apparently,
All
it
right.
does this. Yuri, give me a perception check, please.
Duh. No, shit, that's wrong. That's wrong one. Disregard
That's persuasion.
that. That's why I said disregard that.
That is the other P.
10.
You don't notice anything.
I have a mask on. No shit.
I have a mask on. No shit. Fucking smartass. All right, so you're all back in the tavern, and as you have been granted your rank and your weapon of office, you've all gone shopping and gotten what you needed, and you feel ready to go to the next objective. Where would you like
Over that.
to go? Yes, what you got?
And nameless.
Oh God, what?
I got another nickname for someone for you.
Ooh, nicknames. Go for it.
So Aura's new one is Twinkle Fingers.
Twinkle fingers.
I mean, she said magic wasn't real and her fingers were twinkling.
Oh, that's too good. From this day forth, shall be known as Twinkle Fingers. If I ever want to talk to her.
At this point, Aura, you awaken with a massive fucking hangover. It's only been about 4 hours since you collapsed onto the bench and went full snooze mode. but your head feels like it got kicked in by all 6 legs of your horse.
Mm. What the fuck did I do?
That is a good question.
Ugh. What day is it?
Nameless, you
Hey,
see
Aura ever
Aura
drank
begin
any
to
before?
stern. Say again, Creed?
Has Aura ever drank any alcohol before?
Not that I know of.
Or
Aura's
Because
not
you know what
exactly a
happens
heavy
the first time
drinker.
you really get shit faced? You throw up.
the last couple times that there was alcohol involved, I gave mine away.
Yeah, so Aura, give me a constitution save.
Hold on, let me get there. 18.
So you catch yourself in the middle of you going to vomit and you go, and you kind of like put your hand over your mouth and you go, you kind of breathe through it and you hold yourself together. As you stand up, you're still a little teetering as like you feel like the light's too bright, your head is pounding, you feel nauseous, you're kind of walking in a straight line or what you believe to be a straight line as your entire party's kind of looking at you with raised eyebrows.
Well, good morning to you guys too. Can someone turn off the lights? Fuck, it's bright.
For everyone else, it is not the morning. It is 3 in the afternoon. Just so you're all aware.
Why is it so bright? Why is the light so loud? I don't like this. Someone turn the lights down, please.
Good afternoon, Twinkle Fingers.
What did you just call me?
I don't believe I stuttered. Twinkle Fingers.
What kind of fucking nickname is that? Where'd that come from? Somebody turn off the lights.
That would be the sun, and we can't do that.
Creed's gonna kind of rub it and he's gonna walk over, like, closer to her, not like touching, and he just gonna loudly slap his hands together.
Oh. What the fuck was that for?
Oh shit, you're hungover.
Fuck is a hangover?
How much did she drink?
Oh, a
You
full
don't
pint
wanna
of
know.
dwarven vodka.
Holy fuck! And I missed it? That would have been hilarious.
Oh, she tried not to, but uh, sometimes it's to learn a lesson.
At this point, or I forget what I'm wearing, but I'll have pulled my like shirt or whatever I'm wearing over my head, over my eyes, so I don't have to see the sun anymore.
Yeah, you do
Let's
so.
hope
You
it
kind
works,
of
Creed.
like, you just kind of like pull your shirt over your head and you're like, no. The sun-lighted boyans.
I don't like. My head feels like it's been boot fucked by a million fucking horse hooves. Did I get kicked in the head by my horse? Like,
Did you
punched
say
in the head.
boot fucked?
Boot fuck.
I heard boot fucked.
I'm
I did
That's
say
fair.
boot
that's what
fuck.
she said.
I did say boot fuck.
Oh my.
Who the fuck says that?
What? I don't even
And
know what the.
secondly,
I don't even know what the fuck boot fuck is supposed to mean.
Being
What
put
the-
under somebody's heel very hardly.
That wouldn't even count though. Like,
This is not a vocab lesson.
no, we're absolutely doing this right now.
I agree.
we are derailing the fucking session to talk about this because I'm
Who
here.
fuck means you got kicked in the head?
Look,
Basically means you got
here-
curb stomped.
I'm very much here for like random insults and shit. One of my favorite is fish slip fuckface, twat waffle, garbler, fucking
Means you got
Sounds like
kicked
gutter
in the
slut.
head. It's basically like saying you
You
got
just
curb
said mine.
stomped.
Yeah, so like there's a whole bunch I'm fun with, but like I just wasn't fucking ready in any capacity to hear that today.
Well, I also wasn't ready for Aura to get fucking get drunk, but here we are.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. So,
Dude,
I knew she had a fucking foot fetish, but my God, it's gonna have a boot too.
Oh my!
Oh. So much
This is a
pain
common
being put out.
phrase.
It is
thing.
not that. It is not common.
If Rixus knows what it means, it's pretty common. Because Rixus is not one for lingo.
Just because it's common in Canada doesn't mean it's common everywhere.
Any hoozle.
So as Aura is
That's a
coming
whole-
off of
That's a whole new meaning to the fucking song. These boots are made for walking. Okay.
Yeah, it does. It does. But as Aura is coming down from a massive hangover,
From a boot fuck, yes.
and from that as well, the rest of
Is
you,
that why you guys say a boot all the time?
between giving her the business and then getting yourselves in order, you are just kind of sitting at one of the tables near the bar as you gain, you get some food for luncheon and some drinkage, and you just still continue to deliberate where you're going to go next. Because you know that you have 2 objectives to complete, and that at this point, the region has had your help. You have set up New Haven, you shielded the town, you've gone to Thermal, and you've secured the farms by finding out the plot of the Blight Piper and thwarting it for the most part, and keeping the people that need to be alive. And then, of course, going to Broken Talon and taking back the fort, even if it meant that someone in your party had to make a deal with the devil. So at this point, you know that you need to go to Glacier Keep to either remove all the undead and make sure that it is, again, safe for habitation, or go to Westminster and try to take out the Mars Company detachment that's there. That way you can get boats back out to the other regions. As you know, your first stop, if you were to leave this region today, would be to go south towards the Great Scorched Desert to try and find your first World Stone Temple.
I vote Westminster, and I have reasons for it, if you would like to hear them.
Okay. What's your reason?
Because this is the last chapter before Halloween, and I bet Herman is in that town.
Hey, he's a good family man. Don't you call him a man.
I just want to say hi to him. I don't like. That's all I'm saying. I like his work. He's a funny guy.
I don't care. As long as someone turns off the lights.
It's bright no matter where we go.
It's bright
not
everywhere.
Wait a minute.
I'm not
hang on.
going.
I have an idea.
I have to go, but I'm not going.
Listen here, Das Boot. You can stay behind if you want to.
Just call her Das Boot.
I might have.
Yep.
So,
God
the more
bless.
she talks like her light talk, the more that Creed's gonna want to, and he does. He's strategy to make all of the lights brighter.
Yeah, that's what Nez just posted in chat, is that he wanted to use Lucifer to amplify the lights by reflecting it at her face. Which Lucifer, after a few attempts, does, as Aura, you just get hit square in the eyes with like a square of light that's reflected off Lucifer's chassis. Just get you right in the
I have
orbitals.
my shirt over my face, actually.
It somehow gets past your shirt, and just the beams
Literally.
of light penetrate your eyeballs.
God, ow, ow, ow. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop.
You realize that if you turn to the side, you can make it stop, as you no longer have the light in your eyes.
Who the fuck did that?
You hear the bartender go, "Take a lucky fucking guess, you hungover bastard. Do you want to go fucking sleep it off, or do you want another whiskey to kind of, make it a little easier?"
I'm sorry. Is the bartender an Irishman from fucking Queens?
Oh, Queens.
And what if he is?
I was gonna
What
look
if he
at the
is?
bartender and be like, will it make it better?
No. I just want to hear more of this accent because now
He
he's got
goes,
to keep doing
"Lass,
it.
lass, it'll make everything easier if you just take this shot right to the head and don't worry about a fucking thing."
Give it to me if it makes my life easy. Give me the shot.
Oh my.
He goes,
Whoa.
"All right. You asked for it." And he just slides you the double shot glass. He goes, "Take it easy, take it fast, and it'll make everything easier once again."
Should I get ready to roll a con save?
Yes.
Take this whole 128 to the head, bro. Bro, that's why I love Florida as a state, bro.
Okay,
Dude, you can
Laura's
get
gonna take the shot.
Yep. Roll me con. Roll me a con save.
like you
So-
can't get a you can't get a 32 ounce like beer.
But you can get
a
128 ounce.
Yeah, you can
and
get a
just fucking
16
chug
or a
it.
128. So it's like either
Oh,
either bitch status or fucking take this 128 to the head.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, Russian Badger, that joke's been used before.
I don't care. It's still fucking funny.
It
Like it's insane that it's true. I looked it up. It's fucking true.
is.
I can get 128
You could
ounce
just
beer in a
ask
bar.
Rage. He's in Florida. Florida is a PvP zone. It's literally war zone. It's why I asked Salty why he's playing Modern Warfare if he lives in the war zone already. He lives in a PvP zone.
No.
Get that 128.
No. Yeah, I don't know where you got the 128 from. I've never had a 128 beer at a bar. I've had 20s and
Gotta be
40s, but not
something like in
128.
Miami.
It has to be, dude. Or Orlando. I can see it being
It
Orlando.
would make sense in Orlando. It would make
Yeah.
sense. Anyway, or you feel better. Not great. Better. Your hangovers kind of weaned a little bit. Your headache goes away a little bit. Your vision's not super cloudy. You're not immediately hammered because you don't have anything else in your stomach. But your sensitivity to light goes down enough that you can like take your shirt off your head. So you look like a normal person again.
That's better. I'm never drinking that much again, even though it's just one and a shot. Hi guys. Nice to see you again.
Welcome back to the land of the somewhat living.
The somewhat living.
See?
Very good.
I can see, I can hear, my head doesn't hurt as much. We're good, we're Gucci.
You did not.
What is this?
Oh
I
God,
don't
here
think
we
I
go.
want to know.
No, ask your question, Okros. You started the dialogue. You finish your dinner, sir.
What is this strange Gucci you speak of, elf?
There's this place I heard of down when I was visiting under the water with my parents. We went
Under
down
the sea?
before they passed. Under the sea, because it was
Down
better
with the
down where it was
sweater?
wetter.
Yes, everything's better.
And then there's this little like lobster that told me like he found this bag that said Gucci on it. What's
Oh
it?
my
I
god,
don't know
that's
what it's
it. I can't do this anymore. I throw my hands up. I start walking out the bar. Next time, someone fuck her with a steel toe.
Oh no! Found a lobster
follow
with a
Nameless.
Gucci bag. Oh god! All right, so
Hey,
all right, so after that whole tangent of Aura explaining where she heard the word Gucci from, as Okros is fervently listening as he goes, "Ah, yes, down where it's wetter, where it's better. Yes, of course, a lobster brought you a bag. That makes sense to me,
I
Okros."
said he found one in the ocean. Not that he brought it to me. He found a purse that said the word Gucci on it, and he told me about it.
Anyway, you
Wait, Nez, I have had enough of this fucking elf. You know, twinkle fingers over here getting boot fucked with a Gucci bag. I can't deal with it anymore, dude. We gotta go and do something.
Never
we
made
gotta
you
go and
purple.
do something. We gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
I'm about to
Fine.
find the closest brick wall and bash my head against it until it goes through.
I crawled up the mangy furball's asshole and died.
A lot of
Looks
It
like,
things.
wasn't
you
a
want to see
boot.
how far Lucifer can launch you?
No, I'm down. Let's do it.
What did I
So
say?
as you
I was
all,
just telling my
as you
lobster
all were
story.
trying to figure out a plan on where to go next, and Aura was simply telling a story about a lobster that told her about a Gucci bag. You see Nez and Nameless go outside as Lucifer follows quickly behind. As you just hear Nez yell, "Pull!"
I step
You
outside to see what's going on.
You see Nameless in a sort of catapult, I guess, mechanically inclined invention of Nez's that is launching him out of the turret at high velocities in a high arc towards a bunch of hay bales.
Well, this should be interesting.
And it seemed like Nameless makes it every time relatively well. Nez is good at his job when it comes to getting Lucifer to do things correctly. And so you're just watching Nameless get launched, run back, get launched again, run back, get launched again.
We again.
The cat came back the very next time.
And so, yeah, as the rest of you are sitting inside trying again to decide on where you want to go, you heard Nameless bring up the fact he wants to attack Westminster. Never really gave you much of a reason as Aura said the word Gucci and it sent the whole party into a tangent.
Somehow.
So it probably would be a bad idea to go outside and ask him what exactly his reasonings were to attack Westminster specifically.
I'm pretty sure I gave my reasons.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said
He wants to go visit someone, I think.
Because I want to
Yeah.
go visit Herman.
yes, you want to go visit Herman. That's right.
Herman Goering. I couldn't
Do
resist.
we know who Herman is?
I imagine you all would know who Herman is.
Yeah, it's
I
Pee
don't
Wee Herman.
remember, obviously.
It's not Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman.
It's not Pee Wee Herman.
Or doesn't
Oh my
remember
God.
Herman.
Nameless, would you like to re-educate your party on who Herman is?
I would not at this point.
It's
Okay.
Herman Goering.
I can't do it. Just can't do it.
You can't do it.
Look,
Can't
Grim,
bring
you get
yourself to
pick.
do it.
You get to pick.
So
It's
hang on.
Herman Goering or it's Pee Wee Herman. Like those are your options, bud.
No,
No, wrong. You're wrong. I will say this:
Man,
you
he
are
got mad.
wrong.
Thank you,
No.
somebody having my back.
His name is Herman Munster. He is a good family man, and I will not have you disrespect him like that.
put some respect on his fucking name, chump.
How dare
But yeah, so Herman's in West Munster, so it'd be someone you can go, visit.
Do we have to save him?
Do you have to save him? I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe.
If we're basing this off of the show, probably he's
Yeah.
probably somehow got himself into trouble.
More than likely. I mean, as you know, that West Munster is currently under control of the Mars Company. It's a pretty high possibility you have to save Herman Munster.
Well, let's go to the village.
And so, deciding to leave Glacier Keep to the last thing you do, as it's probably going to take the most resources, because clearing an entire keep of undead would take a significant amount of time. You believe taking on some live individuals who still feel emotion would be best. And so, you find yourself all in decision of going towards Westminster to secure the harbor. And you believe that it is smart to bring it to Leandros to speak to him about it before you do.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Yes, quite.
Quite.
I don't believe I am hired by his whatever the hell he called it earlier. So I don't have to bring
Yeah, he
shit
ain't
to his
paying us.
attention.
Why do we care?
Okay, this is a overall question for you, Mr. DM.
Yes.
So from pre showing up in the mountains to now, how long has it been?
It was 7 days for me to go from the Keeper's Tomb to Ravenholm and back. It was another 7 days for you to go to Thermal, deal with your shit, and come. And then you spent a few days near Broken Talon. Or you spent 2 days specifically going to Broken Talon, and then you spent about 18 hours there. So it's probably been about, I would give it almost a month since you have returned to Etheria.
I thought about a possible, say non-violent resolution for the Bay, but I'm not sure the timeline will work out. We haven't really left many survivors, so.
I mean, if you have a plan, pitch it.
I wouldn't do it out of character right now, but it just something that came to mind. So.
Okay.
Continue on. Sorry.
Okay. So you guys believe that speaking to Leandros before you leave, just in case you may need support or anything else that may come to mind before you leave, probably wouldn't be a bad idea. It is, of course, up to you whether you speak to him or not, but you do feel like that maybe it wouldn't be a terrible plan.
His payroll lackeys can go talk to him.
Oh God, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I agree with Aura. That hurt. That hurt a lot.
Whatever you say, good figures. Thank you.
I'm saying the rest of us out here risking our lives for free and y'all getting paid.
I'm sorry. How much money do you have?
5 gold, I think. I don't even
Do you know how much gold I had before I was brought here?
You know how much gold I had before I was brought to this fucking hellscape?
I had 4. I have 1. I have not been paid in a very long time. You are wealthier than I am.
Also, under the impression you and Guys, we're both getting paid.
Then maybe you should
I
talk to
have
Leandros about
0
13 years of
gold
back
right
pay.
now.
The
So
point being, we will be paid when we take Raven.
Mm.
So, Miss, magic doesn't exist and the moon's not real. Yes, I will go talk with Leandros because he's the one who has the
We're
most
not
up-to-date information.
I don't know what you're talking about. Magic does exist. Are you trying to tell me magic doesn't exist? A sea elf druid? Is that what you're doing here? Trying to convince me magic doesn't exist. Are you okay?
Are we still in the tavern?
Yes.
Alright, Creed is just gonna belt the top of his lungs. Who in here saw this sea elf claim magic wasn't real?
You see the entire tavern lift their arms and kind of hold a hand in the air. Some of them like raising mugs to their mouths. The other hand, of course, holding up to the air as they're just like, "Yep, done seen that before. Ain't seen that before, but now."
I was gonna look around and then look at Creed and be like, I don't know how much y'all have had to drink, but you guys are crazy. I'm an elf and I'm a druid. I would never claim magic doesn't exist.
Unlike you, I'm a soldier, and that means I can hold our liquor. Your hangover proves you're wrong, or and he's just gonna
The
turn and walk
hangover
away.
proves I drank for the first time in my life. Doesn't prove I said magic isn't real, Creed. Magic is very much real. Try again.
Oh shit.
Have a good night, Mayor Franciel. Sleep well. Don't die.
Cactus, respond to me.
Extremely slow. Example being like Marathon became, this is gonna make sense to nobody. Marathon became so popular, like the marathon run itself, right? Because it was kind of insane how quickly the dude ran from point A to point B from the beach at Marathon to Athens, which is honestly not that long of a distance, but generally speaking, travel or like communications back then took a long time.
So using your best estimate and using what you know
Oh,
of
thank you
ancient
for the
history,
follow, Bexboo.
do you think from where we first engaged the Mars company to now be sufficient time for communications to go out to all units?
About how long has it been?
He said
And
it's been about a month total since I've been here.
Yeah, it's probably been about 3 weeks since you fought the man in red at Ravenholm.
And about how far?
I would say if you followed the landscape specifically between Ravenholm and Westminster, would be easily able to be covered in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
It's
I mean, they might
approximate
just
something to the tune of like 80-90 kilometers if you followed the coastline specifically.
They might just be getting word. If they're using like ancient Grecian methods of like hand runners and shit, it would be they'd probably just get word.
It's relevant. I'm sorry for the slight derailment. I was DMing him back.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm getting shot out of a cannon.
You are being launched via a turret into hay bales while the rest of the party is figuring out a plan.
this is making Lucifer's aim more accurate.
This is Lucifer training.
Yeah.
Lucifer's training montage.
established that everyone's freaking nuts and magic is in fact real?
So, who else has a military background in their characters? I know Creed isn't obvious, of course. Did anyone else take the soldier background?
I
My, my
think
father was a soldier, but that doesn't count because it wasn't me.
Okay.
I can't remember what I picked. Where would I find that?
Underneath features and information. Features and background.
Features and traits.
Yes, that one.
Hidden traits, vision, trance, Avengers, systems. Let's go to the wild, back to the plane. Armor shadows, ultra magic. Yeah, I don't fucking see it. I just see my fucking thieves can't expertise proficiencies. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, it's under description.
Description,
Not
noble.
yeah, I picked noble.
Position of privilege. Yeah, so you're not helpful in this situation.
Wanderer.
I am also noble. Position of privilege.
Okay.
I'm Outlander.
I'm
Outlander.
Outlander, future Wanderer.
All right, so the only person I'd really have any kind of true knowledge about military timings and whatnot seems like it's going to be Creed. So Creed, at this point, you would believe that they either would be just getting word, or depending on the terrain, as you know this region of Etheria better than anyone, that it is significantly snowbound. And as you've seen outside, is that the weather's not exactly forgiving at this point in time. So there's a chance they haven't received word yet. And there's also possibly a chance that with your new steeds, you could possibly make it there before they do. Now, that's a long shot, and it's a lot of assumptions, because you're taking assumptions on how they're getting from Ravenholm to Westminster, as well as the amount of time that's been given, what has occurred. But you feel relatively confident in the fact of the new steeds you have for the carriage, the fact that your party can travel relatively quickly, that there's a possibility you can get there before they get communications, if you take the season into account. But again, that is a large maybe, because you're making assumptions about the terrain and if this person does not have knowledge of said terrain.
It's a possibility we can get there before they do. Not sure who's leading them. We don't have a guide. I don't know, but
There's a possibility.
greater than zero, but still a chance.
Well, we've never backed down before.
And you want to go save a village?
May as well. Nothing else to do.
They are occupied by Mars, right?
Yes, Mars Company does currently occupy and control Westminster.
That was actually more aimed towards Creed.
Oh, well,
It's just no.
Seemingly, I'm not quite certain who would be otherwise.
Quick, we must go steal all the 3 musketeers.
So I can go get some blood samples from other patrons of gods.
I'm not sure what I'm more worried about now. Are you with the blood or someone else with the blood.
We all just side-eye Yuri.
Hey, Nez, do you think they call their jail Mars bars?
Uh,
I am a dad. I can make that joke. Fuck you, Rexus.
I'm a dad. I can make that joke. Get fucked.
So technically OOC, but what do you think about that plan there, Cactus? I know it needs a little work, but it's pretty solid. I like to think.
So, Creed, how do you fathom that we beat them there then?
Well, your little escapade actually offered the opportunity. That and me
Like,
threatening to murder a circus man. But mostly you getting lost.
Sorry,
It's not lost.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Someone just blew up my fucking my fucking DMs are the fucking issue. So I have been completely spaced out the last like 10-15 minutes. I
How
completely
dare you?
We're going to
I
Westminster.
I'm sorry. They had
Oh,
a
he got
genuine like
fucked.
no, they had a genuine like holy shit. I have a problem.
oh,
So basically, they're
hopefully-
trying to figure out what's going on with Westminster. They Creed believes that using the new steeds and using the knowledge you have of the terrain, you could possibly beat the communications there, but it's also assuming that they can't handle the terrain. So there's a lot of assumptions, but there's a chance. Past that,
So you're
it's
saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there is a chance. That is correct.
So, we got to take Phobos and Namos and find a carriage. I guess we have an artificer who can build one.
Wow, you hear her just volunteering you like that? Like, what the fuck?
Don't even
That's
get asked
fun.
about something.
Do you like the plan, Mr. Cactus, that I messaged you about?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I need a bit more bravado in it, I feel.
I have no issue riding Namos. It's y'all who want to use them as a fucking carriage horse.
But they're like the best. It's like getting a Clydesdale.
With 6 legs.
With 6
Mhm.
legs.
We don't talk about their mute legs. That doesn't count.
There's
6
nothing wrong with
legs.
their legs.
Statistically
Nez is,
speaking, the
like,
horse is better
interesting.
33% more legs.
Mm-hmm.
I was
It is
talking
a
in chat
big
last week about
technicality.
wanting. I was talking in chat
Wait.
last week about wanting to cut their 2 legs off, and I was told I wasn't allowed to cut them off.
Wouldn't that be 50%? Creed?
First of all, I said that a character, and I guess I don't know. I don't know how you count legs. Do you count them individually, or do you count them as a whole?
Well, I mean, a horse normally has 4 legs,
I
so if
guess
it
it
had
would
6
be
legs, that would be 50%
100.
more than a regular horse.
I guess it'd be 150% additional legs. 'Cause it'd be 4 plus
No, it'd be
2.
50% additional, 150% in
Right.
total.
I was making a joke, and for once, I'm not the one quite literally beating this horse to
A
death.
dead horse?
Beating a not dead horse. So yeah, so what are you guys planning to do here? So you are planning to go to Westminster. That is something you're doing.
And if the horses are gonna pull it, so is there a way I could build a carriage that the horses could pull faster than a normal one?
You could
Granted, I
probably
know they're better horses.
you could probably engineer a better carriage, but you'd have to have a carriage first, which thankfully you still do from all of your travels. So what I'm going to need from you, sir, is I'm going to need an engineering roll. Need you to use your artificer brain.
And that's a. I can't use flesh on myself, can I?
No, doesn't say that you can't.
So then, so I would say because we had a long rest going into that, so that'll make it an 18.
Yeah, so with an 18, you're definitely able to look at the axles and the wheel designs of the carriage. Because those are the specific limiters, right? If you have wooden rigid axles and wooden rigid wheels, that if you hit a bump, go too fast, the wheel will pop off, the wheel could break, you're not going to have any kind of spring. And so you start thinking, you start doing a lot of brain work. And you know that you're not going to be able to remake the wheel at this point in time, but you can possibly make the suspension slightly better by using folded metal to make independent wheel suspensions. And so after about 6 hours of work on your end, you're able to make it so your carriage could probably go faster being pulled by these horses, because now the axles are not one of the limiting factors, only the wheels are. And at this point, if you hit something, all the wheels will act independently of each other. So it should, in all essence, be able to go faster.
Can't reinvent the wheel, I guess.
So I know a way how he can make the horses faster,
How's
and
that?
it serves as two purposes. So instead of horseshoes, he can make horse boots, and that way, next time Aura needs to get fucked, we just have the horse kick her in the head.
As soon
Two
as I
purposes.
heard the word boots, I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Is Burn done with me yet? I'm surprised he hasn't kicked me out of this Discord.
So at this point, it is about 10 at night where you finish your work on your carriage. And you feel pretty good about your work. You feel like you could probably make it to Westminster in a pretty good amount of time, as with Creed navigating and kind of telling you and pointing you on where you need to go, you'll probably make it there in a relatively quick fashion.
While we're on the way there, I'm gonna pull my boy off to the side, Nez, right, and ask him to take a look at the. Can you do anything for this site? It is not exactly highest quality. I need to know that it will perform when the time comes.
So, Burn, for him saying that, I would like to infuse the item with enhanced arcane focus.
Okay. That is something within your ability to do.
That is one of the ones that I have. Because I am not level 10, it is only a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. Once I hit 10th level, it becomes a +2.
Bet I need to add this weapon to my list. Holy
That
shit!
Jesus
is one of
Christ.
3, and you also have to attune to the item.
Oh, it has to have an attunement slot.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay,
Choices.
yeah, because it's like my amulet of health, which is how I have 99 fucking HP. My cloak of protection, which gives me a +1 AC, which is just invaluable fucking bull.
And also, that should be also a +1 to what? Saving throws?
Yes.
Protection?
It does do both.
And then don't you have the crucible or whatever too?
Creed has the Crucible of Sin. He has the big sword.
Me and Yuri also have something. I have the gauntlet and he's got something else.
Yuri has the Gauntlet
Claws
of the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not it.
You have. Oh, what did I give you? You have the
I have
Druid's
the gauntlet
Spear,
I have the
and
healer's
you have the
gauntlet.
Healer's Gauntlet. Yes, that was the other thing.
I have a druid spear. What?
The Druid's Spear. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's Mandy. My mistake. That's the other Druid has the Druid's Spear.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't got no spear. I have the trident of warning.
Yes, you have the Trident of Warning and the Healer's Gauntlet.
Run with water. That is the stupidest thing I ever chose.
That's pretty good. It gives you advantage on initiative and makes sure you can't be surprised. So
My gauntlet of not my decanter of endless water is stupid. That's what I was talking about. I love my trident of warning. My gauntlet of decanter of endless water, however, why did I pick it? I don't know.
That was a good
Use
pop.
water.
So, you guys are basically getting ready to push out towards Westminster as you're essentially preparing yourselves and getting yourself ready to go. Nez has worked on the scythe for Yuri. On the way there, he has also worked on the carriage to make it faster. And you feel like that you're moving with a significant click behind you. The horses that you got from Jeremiah seem to be pulling with a strength unbeknownst to the rest of you, having dealt with livestock before in this case, or workhorses. So it's impressive to say the least. And so you continue pushing. You see Thurible pass you in the distance. What was with the snort, Yuri?
It's something Rage sent me.
Ah, of course.
I
You
have absolutely
see,
no idea what he's talking about.
you
And Spell, to
see,
answer your question, it's fucking survivability, of course, dude.
you see Thurible pass you in the distance as you continue pushing west through the tree lines and the mountainsides to make it to Westminster. At this point, Creed, it's going to be Creed and more than likely Nez on the pilot seat of the carriage, basically guiding the horses. I will need a perception check from one of you.
Is it with your eyes?
It is with their eyes. That is correct.
I get advantage with that.
Well, it's Nez on the driver's seat, not Nameless.
You said from one of you.
Yeah, it's Creed and Nez in the driver's seat.
Oh, my bad. Then.
And we have the exact same plus.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
I have
Plus 4%
11
that still
face.
got a 9.
I say we have 11 fates.
Yeah, it's yeah, 11 is pretty all right. It's you come up across a path that is cutting through the winter countryside that runs parallel to you as you're staying near the coast. The weather has started to shift for the better, allowing a warmer front to come through, allowing for better weather, better conditions, better travel. You see in the distance a man walking the road with a satchel. In the dead of night, as you approach him, you see that he is wearing red armor or so you believe. So what do? Is that you see a man in red armor on your right along a pathway in the dark, walking between the trees of a winter space along the coast.
Always gonna mind her own business.
So this will be out of character since I switched voice. Creed or Blackbird, you want to talk with him or you want to just keep going? Since it's really just us up the front.
Sorry, what's going on? I was talking with the operator.
There's a man in red armor with a satchel walking along a road parallel to your own that you're traveling on.
Oh no, we're definitely gonna harass him.
So continuing with this, since he is ranking above me, I can't say shit against it.
Sorry. Well, based on our last encounter, I assume we approach and we attempt to be civil, and if he chooses to be rude, we respond in kind.
Mario Party in my mouth.
I hit the
Excuse
wrong
me?
key real quick.
Fucking
Excuse
what?
me?
Oh, where did that come from?
That clip is from one of my guildies in WoW during
Yeah,
raid.
but-
He said that.
Wow.
Okay, so now we know what Nez does in his off time.
This
Anyway,
fucking dead silence.
Oh.
Mario Party
so
in my
you
mouth.
all,
What?
so Nez and Creed, you guys roll the carriage down the pathway and you slow down as you see him approaching, as you are getting closer to him. As he suddenly catches on that a carriage is slowing down as it's coming closer to him, you see him start to pick up pace. You in turn pick up pace till you are matching his running speed as you're sitting on the carriage next to him.
Sorry, I have to keep digging my phone out of my pocket. Hello there! Do you need a ride? Would you like a
No,
lift?
I don't know you, stranger danger.
Oh, would it help if I introduced myself?
I guess.
My name is Watch Commander Creed of Dwarf Master Landros' Ravenfield. How are you?
Running away from you, Watch Commander Creed.
That's what I was afraid. And Creed's gonna like thump his hoof against the wall. Yori!
Da.
I have a friend for you.
You have a friend for me?
Which side is he on? Our runner who's made a poor mistake.
He's
of
on
being rude.
your right hand side along a parallel path.
Yori, right side. I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine. He's yelling at us at the runner.
I would
He's-
rather not be introduced to any of your friends, Watch Commander Creed.
Oh, he's rather friendly.
I don't like your friends. That's why I'm running, and you're still following me.
Can we
I just
hear
wanna-
everything in the carriage?
Very faintly.
I'm gonna pop my head at the thing. What is going on?
Is he harassing someone out there?
We're all gonna pop our heads out. What's going on?
You guys all see a man in red-colored leather armor now trying to run faster than he was before, carrying a large satchel on his side down a parallel pathway between the trees as Creed is yelling at him from the driver's seat.
I attempted to be simple, and you chose to go that route, so... Well, what comes next is not my fault.
Attempt to be
Threatening
civil.
random men.
You're part of the group that wants to kill me. Why are you trying to be civil? As he just continues running, he's like, I don't believe you.
I can sound sure you were the one that did.
That. Creed, who is that?
I believe that's the man with the message from the mark company. I wanted to be polite about this. Instead, he
Him
refused.
and not just running him over.
He's on a
See,
parallel path.
you
There's
lose.
trees in the way.
A bit of the showmanship.
Why can't we give Yuri a snack?
That's why I called him.
Yuri, go have a snack.
I thought
And
you had a
Creed's
snack.
gonna mockingly call her, "Oh, Mr.
Not
Snack."
adept at catching prey.
Snack that smells back, bitch.
Eerie, you hear Creed thump the side of the carriage again, calling for you to pull your whole self out.
Go get the snack. Go get him. Go get him, boy.
Do not do that. Do not do
He
that.
quickly went from vampire to werewolf
Yeah,
real quick there.
hop out. He's gonna hop out of the fucking carriage. Who are you again?
So you
You,
jump
running
out of the
man.
carriage, and you are now running next to him, keeping pace with this man who's trying to run away from Creed and company.
Mhm.
Okay. As you're just like, I guess, running backwards to really just put insult to injury.
What is name? What is his name?
I don't like you, shiny face man. I was told not to talk to anyone who didn't have my sigil on. I'm trying to get to Westminster, and you are making it very difficult. As for my name, they haven't issued me a name yet. I'm just Trooper 787. I'm just running. Leave me
So-
alone.
So
We call
Trooper,
him Boeing. We call him
So-
Boeing.
so Trooper 787 with Mars Company, yes?
Why do
It's
you
just simple.
care?
I just want to know. It's fine. It is nice to make introductions.
You made introductions by rolling up next to me in a carriage. I was warned about the colors. Oh God, my legs.
Okay.
Creed,
Creed, stop carriage, please. Creed, please
I
stop
hope it's
carriage.
alright.
Creed, stop carriage.
Good.
Stop carriage.
And Creed's gonna stop.
You stop the carriage as the carriage just kind of slows down as he goes back to like a slow jog as you can hear him just sucking wind as he's
Okay.
carrying all this armor and gear on his back, and he's like,
Okay, stop running. Stop running.
No, you're scary.
Look,
Here,
either
let me
look.
try.
Hang on. You can either stop running,
Oh,
or I can literally drain you all your blood while you run.
Let me try, or is gonna yell, let me try.
No. Or
You see
sit back
he
there.
keeps going as you stop. He keeps running past you, and he gets like a few steps and just like kind of trips over himself and is sitting on the ground. And he's like, "Ugh."
Okay, Aura wants to give this a gander.
You're in the carriage. You're not anywhere close to it.
I can get out of the carriage. I am physically able to
Nez
move.
holds back.
They have run so much further ahead than us.
I have speed. I can run.
They're running much faster than you. He was keeping up with, or the carriage was barely keeping up with him. You can't catch him. It's too late.
It is fine.
I run.
Okay, listen, Mister whatever 2787265 whatever the fuck. You are a runner from Mars. You are a runner from Mars Company, yes?
I am a runner. Yes, from Mars Company. Yes, the last great bastion of the Eastern region.
You're running with that song.
All right. I want you to look. Look at me. No, come. Look at me.
Why am I looking at your face? Why are you asking me this? I need to get to Westminster.
You will. That is fine. Just look at me. I'm gonna take the mask off, and I'm gonna use motherfucking charm. He's looking at a wisdom saving throw of 17.
He
So let
doesn't
me
make
get this
it.
straight. Let me get this straight first. You're gonna pull off the mask that's hiding a hideous, decaying face, and make him fall in love with it.
No, charm doesn't make you fall in love. Charm just makes you do what you want people to do.
It's the vampire glamour eye thing where he's like, "You will listen to what I have to say." Blah,
I so
blah.
wanted some random, literal, no-name NPC to be able to reject you.
Oh,
So
he
glad
was
you had
he
it.
was actually. You know what? I will burn a dread just to give him advantage because fuck Yuri, it's fine. I think
Let's
it's
see
funny.
it. Let's see it.
Oh
All right, so
my.
let's roll with advantage.
Let's see the
And
dice.
send it.
What's his modifier?
He has a +2 to it, and no, that's fucking get out of here, crooked dice. So a 17.
I don't know what happens when it ties.
He beats it. It's a meter
Oh.
beat.
Okay, he barely resists.
I must get to Westminster. Leave me alone, scary man. As he's now like running half-assedly. Like
Okay,
a
I'm just gonna
power
tackle him.
walk, but
I'm done
worse.
now.
Just gonna
Okay.
tackle him.
Done now.
All right, give me athletics.
I'd rather use acrobatics.
You can't use acrobatics to tackle. You're literally throwing your body weight. There's nothing
18.
acrobatic about
Me
it.
and my
18. I got lucky on the roll.
All right, you tackle him to the ground, and he's just like trying to push you off. Like, I need to do this thing. I need to earn a name. Why are you stopping me?
Because I can give you a name. Where you won't be
Baby
slave.
boy.
Where you won't be slave to others' wills. You will be free to do what
You
want.
just tried to make me look at your scary looking face and make me
True.
be someone who understands your words. Get
Wait.
off me.
True,
How
but
far away is the carriage from these two upwards?
friend, you are one of like 3 people who have ever resisted my gaze, and that makes you interesting. So I would like you to live
You know what
because you
else
could be something.
is
you could be something
interesting?
to me.
You sick bastard. You hear the click of a revolver handle from underneath your chin. Or a revolver hammer, more
I am immortal.
specifically.
friend. Okay. I'm going to I'm going to do a thing. It's time now. I'm doing this. I haven't busted this thing out in a very long time, but I'm doing this. You said I have advantage because of my fucking demonic lichy looking state. I have advantage on intimidation checks, right? Because I have disadvantage on persuasion. That's what you said.
Yeah, I would give it to you.
Okay.
You just got real hostile there, Cactus. That's what you said.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud on myself, which is a bonus action. Which basically calls quote, you call forth spirits of the dead which flit around you and upon you. These spirits are intangible and invulnerable.
Okay.
The actual combat effect of them is irrelevant. I'm just using them for thematics.
Okay.
I am invulnerable. I am immortal. Pull the trigger, little bitch. And you will never see the light of day again. I am trying to have a conversation with you. I am trying to be polite. I am trying to not fall out of my accent.
You scare him pissless as you hear 3 rounds get fired and hit you in the chest.
See? Look, I don't even feel pain anymore.
You do technically feel this as it's 24 points of damage.
Don't care.
Can I see them from where we are in the carriage?
But real quick,
Yeah, you can see them. You see
because you did
Yuri
that.
stand up and like start looking all spooky ghosty, and you see 3 muzzle flashes from the guy on the ground, and you all hear 3 gunshots.
Okay, I'm gonna.
How close are they?
I'm gonna burn
close enough
a
that you can
fucking-
run.
I'm gonna
Hey,
burn
I
a
got
fucking.
told they weren't close enough. I tried to run already.
I'm gonna burn a fucking. You know what? I'm gonna burn 2. Where's it? I gotta find it. I'm gonna burn 2 of my hit dice.
Oh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
For heightened regeneration.
Uh-huh.
So my hit dice are, what are my fucking hit dice?
Oh. If you're a
D8s.
warlock, yeah, I was gonna
D8s.
say if you're a warlock primarily, it's D8s.
So I get 4 because heightened regeneration. Okay, that's literally, it was how much, what, 21 damage? 22?
24.
Okay, I just healed 21 of it back. Open up, you're just gonna open up your shirt. See this? Look at that, as the wounds close back up. Look. I am
Laura's gonna
trying.
get out of the carriage now that she learned she was lied to and go
I am
over there.
trying to be nice.
I'm already running over.
I'm about to
so,
kill you. But I just want a little bit of fucking information from you. I am a... All you have to do is speak. Can you speak words? Or will you die right here? Better yet, I would not... You know what? I will not kill you. I will make you thrall. Because now you've pissed me off. Do you want to live the rest of your life as a vampiric thrall? Never seeing sunlight again, ever again?
How long does it take for me to get there, Bird?
You try to step out of the carriage and you feel a hand try to hold you back. Give me athletics.
Who's trying to hold me back? The fuck is this?
You don't see it, just give me athletics.
While she's doing that, I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
So my ensnaring strike says the next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack, what if it's something that he's holding? Like revolver.
What do you
20.
mean in that sense? Like, what are you trying
Like
to do?
if I shoot his revolver while also casting ensnaring strike, will it ensnare him? Or will it just be the revolver?
I guess it would.
I mean, don't even bother wasting the spell slot. He can't hurt me. Like...
No, the ensnaring part was just to grapple.
Oh.
Yeah, if you hit his hand, you'd probably grapple his firing hand so he wouldn't be able to use it.
Can I cast that and shoot a round at his hand? That's holding the revolver.
You can definitely try.
Cool. You just want me to roll to hit? Yeah.
Yep.
I got laggy ass dice.
All
21.
right. So, Nameless, you hit him in the hand, and you see that the roots come out of the ground and grapple his hand to the dirt. Or you were able to break past whatever is holding you back, and you
Ooh, I
just
quit.
you don't see it. You just start running.
Okay. And then I get to them, obviously.
Yes. You get to them as you see a round hit the man in his hand, as roots shoot up from the ground and pull his firing hand with the revolver into the dirt, as you see him start to panic and writhe as he sees this decaying lich in front of him, along with the rest of you coming out of the background, essentially. And he is just not having a great time.
You guys have a funny way of trying to make friends. Shooting the poor guy and showing him whatever face you have right now going on, Yuri.
Who said a fucking thing about friend?
That's the whole point of this, Yuri.
The whole point of what?
Why are your fucking panties in a bunch right now, Yuri? What happened?
Did you not see him fucking shoot me?
You're dead anyways. Why do you care?
Because it fucking hurts.
Actually hurt Yuri, or did it hurt your ego?
That actually did hurt a little bit. I still
Well,
do feel.
let me talk to him. Let
still
me
do feel-
talk to him.
I still do feel pain.
Out of all of us. Hello. Nice to meet you.
What? Where are you? Why are you? I've been told all about you. I know all of your faces from what they've told me. I was supposed to stay away from you, and you showed up anyways. And now I have this the rotting lich creature. My hand hurts and is stuck to the ground. I was just trying to get to Westminster. I'm just trying to make a name, to earn money to send back to my parents, to just do something. And you all just ambushed me on the road. They told me you were bad, that you were the worst, that you were terrorists, and it just, you're showing your true colors. Just you, what do you want?
If I unravel your... Do I have the power of unraveling his hand?
I mean, you could just like cut the vines.
If I cut the vines off your hand, do you promise to not shoot me or any of my fellow compatriots? Because there are
I
more
don't,
rounds where that comes from.
I don't promise anything because it's just, it, I, I'm just trying to get away. I had one order, and it was to make it from Ravenholm to Westminster, and I am under attack from the people that we are supposed to be protecting this region from. What do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? I was given this revolver 2 weeks ago. I
What's
was
your
told
name?
to protect myself against anything. I don't have a name. I am dead to the Mars Company if I don't complete my job.
Stop 1 moment. How much money do you make from your work with Mars Company?
I make enough to at least keep food in my parents' house to make sure they're at least
I need a number.
alive. Why do you want a number from me? Why do you want anything from me besides what's in my satchel, besides my life? Isn't that why you're here? To torture me, to turn me into a thrall, to kill me? Because I wear a different color?
See what you did, Yuri? See what you did?
Or shut up.
How about you stop being an ass?
How much do you make?
I make 15 silver a week. I make enough to get food on the table, or at least help my family keep food on their table. I'm only
Here's gonna-
19. What do you
You're gonna-
want?
Yuri is going to reach into his pocket
Uh-huh.
and hand him 10 gold pieces. Drop the gear. Drop your satchel. Go to your family.
If I leave this here, if I run, they will kill my family. Do you not understand who owns the Mars company? Who we work for?
You work for.
I'm
the
not sure
Mars.
if
Yes,
you've
that's
been
fine.
here long enough, but we
And I
work
work-
for someone who sieged an entire city that appeared out of nowhere in the middle of the ocean, who has brought rhyme and ruin to our entire lives. And if you don't serve him, you're dead.
Yes. I know.
Oh, I was gonna
See,
point her thumb at
I serve. You serve Mars.
Earth's Hades.
I serve Hades. I understand
And
how this works.
that's better. How?
I understand how this works. Okay. I make literal deal with devil. I get it. But Mars, in the coming within about Creed, how long do you think it takes to get there? Probably what? A week, 2 weeks, maybe.
I'd say potentially.
In like a week, 2 weeks, Mars will be dead. We are going to go there and we are going to kill him. And we are going to wipe out the rest of the Mars company.
Ares is not in Westminster. He's across
is
the ocean.
Yeah.
You know this. Everyone knows this. Westminster's just controlled by a group of mercenaries he has, which are the ones who are threatening my family, who have
Okay.
operatives across the countryside. Who do you have left? Because from what it looks like, you've been alive for a long time.
What you need
I need to
to
hop off. I need to hop off. I had to take this call.
All right, do it.
what Breed is going to do is he will hop down, walk over, and crouch near Mr. 727. Do you know who I actually am?
I know you're a commander in the Ravenholm military, that you're supposed to be dead, but somehow came back and have now become one of the primary targets of all the deities. Your face is plastered all over our pamphlets that we have to read when we're indoctrinated.
Did you know what I did before I disappeared?
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I don't
You
know
know who
what
I
you
fought?
did.
I fought in one-on-one combat Harry's sister, and I killed her. The man in charge of Mars Company does not fear me. I can't fear him. In fact, I have guaranteed the man would fight. Where you're going, you're taking, and he's gonna just like dismissively gesture towards the satchel. That bag, I intend to either demand a surrender of or kill every Mars soldier there.
But what
I
about
intend to
the
do this
others?
civilly. But the civilians? Why would I harm them?
No, the other Mars Company soldiers. There's still some in Ravenholm. There's still some in Glacier Keep. They're everywhere. There's some that have moved to Thurible, who have gone to Broken Talon. If I know if they're still alive, I don't know. All I know is that I had their marching orders on my bag for a few days as I was moving between cities. So what about them? What about if they get orders to kill me and my family? Then what is the point of me giving you this satchel? What is the point of me risking my life? I shouldn't be here, but I'm only here because someone forced me to be.
Okay. I do not wish. I do not wish for you to have to throw life away, frankly. And I admit,
Glory?
I angry before. I am hungry. It makes me. I'm not me when I'm hungry.
No lying.
Yuri, please.
You know what, you when you're hungry, have a Snickers.
And
But
Creed's just going to kind of lean a bit closer. I too know what it's like to be taken somewhere against your will, following someone else's orders. I expect to die 13 years ago, and yet here I am. I was told the right man in the wrong place, the right time, can make all the difference. My question for you is this the right place for your team? No. Is this the right time? Yes. Are you the right man? I don't know. I don't wish to kill every Mars soldier I come upon. I make a point. Beg or demand the surrender. Our experience so far has taught us that there is no middle ground. They will fight us to death. But before the war, all of Athena's soldiers deserted her, as I showed them the kind of leader they were following. I wish to avoid unnecessary bloodshed, but I continue to fight for a world that I will never see. Because that's the right thing to do. So, it's the 727. If you truly believe your only option is to die to the Mars company, as if your death would stop them from just killing their parents anyway. They can justify it however they wish. All that it takes for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. And as I see it right now, you're doing nothing. You deliver that package. You deliver those orders. You return home. And they can deem you unsatisfactory. Just kill your parents with sport. So, if you don't wish to be a fool, your possibility is to take the gold and leave. Get your parents out and take them somewhere safer. I have no wish to have more innocent blood on my hands. Yuri, he'll do what he has to do. I wish he would not, but I know it's in his nature. So, Mr. 727, the choice is yours. I hope you, well, whatever choice you go with, I hope you can live with it. And Bree's just going to stand up and walk back over, get back on the carriage.
The runner shakingly gets up. You can see that his breaths are shaky and labored. His legs don't seem to hold him as they
You
should.
cut him out.
He picks up the bag off his shoulder and he hands it to Aura and then looks to Yuri and goes, I can't return home like this.
where can you go?
I don't have a place to go. If I hand over these orders to you, I am dead. If I die, it at least promises my family will live. Because it shows that I did not make a mistake. That I was a soldier to the very end. And so he holds up the revolver, puts it into your hand, Yuri, and points it at his chest and looks at you in the eyes and goes, do it.
Mara kind of wants to take
You're
a
someone
dagger
who has lived
from
for
behind.
hundreds of years What is another life on your hands? If I fall here, then nothing happens to them. If I go home and one of them finds me, one of the men in red, they will kill my entire family for sport. Much like what the commander said. At this point, it would not be my fault. Take the gold. Give it to them in Thurble. Lay me down here. I never wanted this war. I never wanted this conflict. I never wanted to be a part of something like this.
Unfortunately, no one ever gets to choose these on how things go or where they end up. What their paths their life may take, that sort of thing. I do not necessarily agree with your decision to die here. I don't, frankly. But I understand where you are coming from. I do. But I worry that with you gone, your family will not have means to sustain themselves, which is a disadvantage to them. How often traveled is this road?
This specific pathway, I don't know, every week.
Okay.
It's not often. This is a road we specifically have for runners.
Do you think another runner will be this way to find you within the next 6 days, 7 days?
If the orders never make it to Westminster, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what their plan is or what they are looking to do. All I know is I was given a bag and a job and a gun. And I tried to do my job and it didn't stop you. I'm powerless.
All right. What if I said I can give you another option? One that you will eventually come to hate. Full disclosure. You will come to hate it.
There's
But
only one option,
no.
Lich.
You will be
There's
able to provide
only
for your
one.
family.
If I die here, my family will be provided.
Yes, you will die right here. And then you
Yes.
will wake up in 7 days.
I'm not having you turn me into one of those things we fight in the glaciers. I'm not going to hate my existence to prove a point. If I die here, they'll at least get what I am making sent to them. Me being alive is a risk. And you turning me into one of them, things that I have fought and watched friends die to, is an insult to the helmets I've buried. Pull the trigger.
Creed, give me your sword. Your short sword.
Creed's at the carriage. He's like 100 yards back.
Okay,
I
does
have
anybody...
my daggers.
I don't want a dagger. I need a short sword. It's got to have some length to it. Actually, I have my I have my
Don't you have
rapier.
your rapier? Yeah, I was gonna say you have your rapier.
I will not shoot you. That is dirty, dishonorable, not the death you deserve. I will give you clean death. Clean
I
and painless.
messaged you, Yuri. I messaged you. I was like, I can slit his throat from behind. He won't see it coming.
No,
I'm
but
reminded of something.
that's a painful death. That's a bad way to go. I will give you honorable soldier's death. You deserve. If you would kneel for me, please.
If it means that my family lives another day, so be it.
Do you have a deity you pray to?
The gods have been dead for a long time. The ones we see here are our own creation. I wish not to look into their eyes anymore or for them to hear me speak. I wish to go into the dark.
Then kneel, my friend.
He kneels in front of you as you raise the sword above your head.
Going to flip it over so that like it's in a backhand grip,
Yes.
and then plunge it at a 45-degree angle right there at the base of his neck. You know, yeah, I know you know the execution I'm talking
So
about.
you go to bring the sword down into this position, and as you raise it above your head to strike it down, you hear a round fired from behind you, and it knocks the rapier out of your hand as it sticks into the ground next to you. And you see Nameless about 30 yards back with a smoking rifle.
Dick. What?
Nobody
have
dies here today.
If you have better alternative, I am very much listening, because I genuinely do not wish to kill this man.
I do have a better idea. I
Well, you need to
believe
tell him that.
we have a changeling.
We do have a change, and you are correct.
We can have our changeling change into this man, so they believe he brought them the orders when we arrive.
But that would mean handing over the bag I currently possess as well.
For mere moments.
I
Until
mean,
we
if
storm
we
in.
take the base,
I'm going to turn to
what's it matter?
727. 727, what's in the bag in my hand?
It contains 3 scrolls of orders, specifically just listing out what's happened and who needs to go where. They're sealed. I can't look at them. It's not my job. But if I did not realize you had an alias with you, those are rare. I remember hearing stories from the older Mars Company troopers of how they hunted down all of those with alias blood, try and make infiltrators. It's a sight to see. But why would you risk your life for me?
Because contrary to what you've been told about us, we're not the problem. We are the solution. You work for the problem.
At this point, I'm going to point to Yuri. Do you know how many men I've seen him kill? Do you know how many people I've seen him strike down without a second glance?
And he likes you.
And yet he struggled with you. That's got to say something.
If it means I can see her again, then I will take what option you have. If it means you risking your life for me, I will be forever in your debt.
You will go home to your family.
There's one more tiny little thing. You're going to have to run home naked because we need your armor.
I can easily give the changeling my armor. Thankfully, I'm wearing regular clothes beneath this like a normal person.
Or is gonna chuckle a little bit.
I'm a cat. I have no clothes. What are you talking about? It's not normal.
I mean, you got
That
fur.
He said
is
a normal person, not a normal person.
I mean, he is a person.
I fucking hate you for that,
I
Yuri.
think
I
we are
really
being
do.
distracted from my emotional and moral turmoil as I'm kneeling in front of a lich.
So glad I shot that sword out of your hand.
So read what I sent you.
Trooper 787 agrees. He agrees to giving his armor to Nez. He agrees to the terms of your agreement. And he, after making sure that everything is in the satchel that he gave to Aura and stripping off his red leathers that he gives to Nez, he begins to walk away. Yuri, you're still holding the revolver in your offhand.
Maybe you should give that back to him just in case.
Yeah, he might need that, Yuri.
Wait. Take weapon with you. If you're worried about tracing markings, I'm sure we can give you one of ours in exchange for it. That way, at least you are not traveling the road unarmed. Very dangerous thing to do.
I appreciate the sentiment. But now I will begin the many days' walk to home. And hopefully will not have to be out this way again. I wonder if the infirmary is still standing.
Do you have food and rations? Will you survive the journey?
I will survive. There's a couple of smaller farms in between here and there. Should be able to stop in and get some food, do a few hours of work to earn some basic materials. And then once I get home, I plan on not leaving. Maybe I'll finally learn my father's trade of blacksmithing. Maybe I'll go visit my mother in the infirmary where she works.
Here, take this. Take gold.
Thank you. This is
the 10 gold I gave you. I promised for your family. I might be absolute monster, but I am not that. I will not
I
break.
was also gonna hand over a piece of gold as well.
This is
I ain't
the
handing over no gold. I just saved the dude's life.
this is the most kindness I've seen in quite some time since they came through and recruited us for this company. I won't forget this.
Just do me solid. Do me a favor. I might be monster. They are not. Do not. If you can, try to save their reputation.
I see now that what we were told was wrong. That if anyone is going to piece back together this broken countryside, it's you. That we're the ones breaking it apart. We're the ones causing the schisms. But just the fact that you want to give me a graceful death, the fact that you understood my claims, the fact you spared my life multiple times, you hesitated, tells me everything.
Do not talk about hesitation, please. I am embarrassed by that.
Well,
Don't
with
let
that,
you-
I will begin my walk. I wish you success. And that you find the commander in Westminster and you flay him for me and my friends that I will never get to see again.
I cannot say that I will flay him, but I will eat him for you.
I am the last of 26. I will be making graves when I go home. Make him suffer as I have.
Will you do me one quick favor? This is actually simple. Would you give me names, please, of those you lost?
Happily.
I'm assuming I have a pen and paper somewhere. Someone's
Yeah.
gonna start writing these fucking things down.
You write all 25 names down.
Thank you.
I'm going home. It's strange to think that I'm not going home in a casket, but I'm going home. Thanks to people I was told to fear. Strange.
World is strange.
And he just walks into the mist and fog that settled on the roadsides as you see him start walking towards Thermal, into the distance under the moonlit sky. As you all stand there together with the carriage that has been brought up slowly by Creed, underneath the moon, as Aura holds the bag of commands and reports, as Ned's holds the armor that was given to him by Trooper 787, as he walks into the distance, free and alive. You all look west, towards Westminster. You see in the sky the light haloing off of the walls. You're far enough away that the light simply brightens the cloud-covered sky above it. Smoke pillars dancing between the rays as the snow begins to fall once again. The snowflakes dancing in between the tree branches and the winds crafted by the sea. You've been given a look into the enemy you face, into their morality, into their savagery. And you feel more justified than ever that this cancer needs to be cut out from the fabric of the land that you've come to love, that you've lived on, that you are willing to die on. So as you look towards Westminster, the flags of the Mars Company hanging high above the stone walls, the mass of ships, their red flags swaying in the distance along the harbor's edge. You're going to see them burned. You see them torn to shreds, broken in front of you, so that Ares himself can see the vengeance that he's wrought upon his own empire. And you hear the words of the Blight Piper pass along the back of your minds that you are going to tear down everything this man has built. And you start to begin to understand what the Piper was trying to do. That he is the part of you that is no longer in control. That anyone can become the monster they hear about that goes bump in the night from one bad day. But you have all stood firm against those days, against the tides, against the waves. And you know that you are better than that. And so you march towards Westminster. You are going to set fire to the sky. And that's where we end our session.
Why is the rock?
Dude's gonna hate it when the really.
Unread.
Dude's gonna hate it when he gets back into the seat infirmary though.
Yeah. He's gonna be kind of distraught when the infirmary is not there for him to visit. He'll be like, oh, demolitions
me.
must have occurred. Must have been an old building. Weird.
Yeah,
Give me one.
Sorry, buddy.
We'll build you another one, a better one.
A better infirmary.
That
It's
one.
fine.
One with no people in it for you to have to wait on.
So let's go ahead and do a breakdown, because that was a pretty light session that wound up being very emotionally heavy on the back end, which I like to subvert expectations. So, Miss Aura, Miss Jenna, favorite moments?
Huh. I honestly don't think I have one. Can we come back to me so I can think on it?
Sure. Creed, do you want me to skip over you, or do you have a moment? We will circle back to Creed. We will circle back to Creed.
I think that's
Mr.
gonna answer your
Nameless.
question, dog.
Yeah, I actually do have a couple. The boxing match I thought was funny as hell. And then the silent scroll was fantastic. Also, boot fucked.
Fuck you for making that a reality for me.
Dude, I'm sorry.
He saw the bit, he ran with it. Sucks to suck.
I've lived my entire fucking life not knowing about that, and you just had to ruin that for me.
Okay,
it's
so
rage,
all I did was Google it, and that's the only thing that came up.
That's terrifying.
The only thing that came up.
Oh, he sent you that too?
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Oh god. Because all I've ever known it to be is equal to curb stomping someone.
It's apparently a bunch of porn categories.
That's like I said,
apparently.
I will stand by my statement of that's terrifying. Thanks,
That is
but no
absolutely
thanks.
That is not what I meant at all remotely. I didn't know about that. I really Googled it.
This is me believing you. Anyways, all the puns that came after that I thought were pretty good too. I was trying to throw them out there.
They're very
someone
good.
fuck her with a
On
steel
point.
toe next time. I loved that. I think that was my favorite one.
That was a good one.
And then I really did enjoy shooting the sword out of Yuri's hand and like coming up with a better plan.
Honestly, I appreciate you did.
Dude, I was like, we can't. I'm sitting there going, we can't kill this guy. We can't kill this guy. What the fuck? I have done everything I can to not kill this guy. So I was just sitting there thinking while you were talking, you and Aura were talking to him this whole time. I'm like, what the fuck can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? If someone act as him, I was like, oh, we have a changeling. I have a plan. Yeah. So
that was
like
very
that ending a
good
lot better.
thinking on your part. That was very good role play. 100%.
That was probably my favorite moment was the end, honestly. Like letting the guy live and him getting to go home. That was probably my favorite part. There, I picked a moment. We can skip me now.
All right. Mr. Stealth, Mr. Nez.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have one more. The
oh, yeah.
shot at of the turret over and over and over again
yeah.
was
you
quite
being
fun.
launched by the turret, getting your vestibular stimulation in play.
Absolutely.
So
get yorded.
That's going to be my first one. To be honest,
it's a good one.
Damn you, Ridge. I was hoping you were going to skip that so I could say it.
I almost missed it. The
other is I was actually like out of character. Kind of happy to get like all the resources I did today from what Creed gave me.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for my character to switch over to that. Granted, I was a guild background, so I should be able to. But it's just going to be a little working for my character to go from guild to a military background.
Yeah.
I think.
That's part of, the
that's
part of the role play. Build. Yeah, it's the character building. It's the becoming who you wish to be.
Like, oh, you're saying I can go where I want here over what I'm doing now? I feel like my character is easily influenced to whatever will help him build better gadgets.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then I really did enjoy getting the new revolver.
Yes. where I did 6 pop culture references in a row and made Yuri
Oh my
leave the
God.
channel and come back.
Bro, oh god, bro, that
That was like the main reason why I love getting the revolver. Everyone just like lost their shit.
I was so angry at that. I'm like, okay, you've named some, you like did some references to some really good movies, and then you pull that one out of your ass. I was like, oh,
Oh yes.
terrible fucking movie.
It's good though. It was a reference regardless. So I win.
Indeed.
Oh, it was.
Ah. And then I guess for the out of that no one else saw, I'm just gonna throw this one out there. When Nameless said, "I don't wear clothes," I sent him what, boots with the fur.
I was so mad at it. I was so angry.
Oh, that's good.
Because not only was he right, but then he put a song in my head at the same time. I was like,
Oh,
you
it's the double
motherfucker.
decker. The double decker. Oh, that's the
Oh.
worst kind. You monster.
Hey, Rage,
And
do
that'll
those
do it.
boots with the fur have some apple bottom jeans with them?
You want to get fucked
Stop
by these
it.
boots with the fur?
Oh my.
Just the
Oh
whole club
my.
looking at her.
That's about as bad as Mandy saying she wanted the karma to shove him down her throat. God, that fucking clip.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh no.
I couldn't believe that clip. That was so good. And she didn't mean to say it because as soon as like
No.
everyone else was like, oh my, she realized what she said.
Mm-hmm. Which
Well, I mean,
makes
I
it
didn't
better.
even get an oh my out. She said that just as I'd taken a mouthful of food, so all I got out was a muffled boo.
Boo.
That's why I asked her if she had quotes to get her.
So fucking.
Oh,
Rexus, you have your favorite moments, sir?
Yeah, I quite enjoyed the boxing moment. Uh, the fetch moment was pretty funny too. I found a GIF and sent it to Rage that I thought was fitting for it.
Very good.
oh yeah, it was really
yes.
good.
Yeah, being able to make sure the pretty much innocent person didn't get murdered was a nice ending as well.
Very good. Very good. Mr. Yuri, Mr. Moist Cactus.
The absolute. I have several, so this is a really good.
Oh
session.
fuck,
Okay.
we forgot that today, Burn. Son of a bitch.
We did forget to do our annual Moist to piss off Mrs. Rage. We'll get her
We
next
did.
time. We'll get her
Oh,
tomorrow.
I passed out.
We'll get her tomorrow.
No.
No. Well, hold up. We
We're gonna
could
mix
get
the
her
voice.
tomorrow.
What, you want to fucking tune in while we're at this party? Drunk as shit?
Yes.
That sounds like a terribly,
Amazing idea.
terribly fun idea.
We'll get her tomorrow. It's fine. Go ahead,
Okay.
Cactus. What you got?
My favorite moment would probably be, so I have several. Okay, first one being the absolute insanity of the silence spell. That was fucking great.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
The boxing match was very fun. Thank you for doing that. I enjoyed that.
I'm still sad that I accidentally peaked my mic.
It was so good.
And
It was
on
on
a-
brand.
On a more serious note, like I genuinely do appreciate the character development I get to do, right, with Yuri
Mhm.
there at the end, because like at this point Yuri's very much aware that he is a monster. Like it's a
Yes.
definition of a monster.
You
And
are
it's
literally
hard.
a walking nightmare.
Yeah, it's hard for him to not become that, so to speak. Like to try to keep that shred of morality and humanity that he has. So like I really, really enjoy getting to play on that duality.
Why do you think I pushed your buttons?
Like it is that moment of wake up, dude. You're about to make a decision you can't go back from. Wake up.
It
was like, no,
takes
no,
a
no, no.
single bad day to turn a man into a monster.
Yup. It's just like
excuse me, Bruce Wayne has proved that wrong.
He has, but he's also has this magical thing called plot armor. So that's a whole
And a
thing.
and he's
Yeah,
a
no,
billionaire,
Gary.
so like there's nothing the money can't solve.
Cactus, yeah, I was like, no, 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 no. This motherfucker ain't killing this poor kid for nothing. That's why when you're like, he shot me, I'm like, you're already dead anyways. Why do you care?
Carson
I still
liked
feel
that.
pain. It
Carson
still
thought that was
hurts.
very funny. That's the line that you came up with. If you're fucking dead anywhere, shut up.
I'm still a little hostile about you making your deal.
Really?
Oh, can I say I had one more good moment?
Sure.
When Creed forced her to drink it.
I forgot about that.
When Creed
I just thought about
pitched
that
it.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how the trend has continued that some favorite moments still involve me and my stupidity.
Yeah, it's I knew I was gonna get Cactus in that last part because that's literally been a conversation I've had with people I knew who were from the same area in the same time period. And Cactus knows, as we both grew up at the same time in different states. That's the mentality of some of our friends that have lost so many people due to a war they never wanted, was just do it.
Yep, just get it over with.
Just do it. And so it was like, is he gonna fall into the monster role, or is he gonna find his humanity that's buried somewhere deep beneath all that rotting flesh? You know, it's what's gonna happen.
And then Nameless ruins everything.
Well,
However,
Nameless didn't
I will-
ruin it. Nameless was the catalyst for him
However,
to
I will
remember
say-
his humanity.
It was to the crack of a rifle. I will admit, though, I am looking forward to getting to use the line of like telling Ares, "Congratulations, you get to meet the monster that you created."
Yes, that is going to be a good moment for you to have.
Because like, even he has standards, and Ares is violating them.
Yes.
Another favorite moment as well that I just remembered. When it tied. No, fucking English, Jesus Christ. When I tied it back to the curse when we were talking, and I was like, what do you mean? I never said magic isn't real. You guys are nuts. I wouldn't have said that. I'm a sea elf druid.
Yeah,
I
it's
hated that moment.
it's your role playing during the curses has been phenomenal. It has been really fucking funny because you're just like, oh, I have a bit. I'm gonna go head first in that fucking bit. You can't stop me. It's happening. And I'm like, oh well, here we go. There, she's fucking gone. She's in the distance, playing her bit to perfection. It's wonderful.
Well, the fucking evil cackle I had when it was like, magic isn't real. What are
Magic's
you
not
talking
real, you idiots.
about? I have your fingers. Do you like my party trick?
Yes, so I thought that end part was definitely going to be a big push for you guys because it was cool. So the party's been fighting all these monsters, all these creatures, all these trials, all these tribulations, has been put to the grindstone in every sense of the word. Let's see if there's still going to be heroes. And you did it. You passed the test. So give yourself a small pat on the back. You still have you still have a shred of humanity left to give a shit about. So, you know, it's a lot of fun time, but there's a lot of good moments today. A lot of good role-playing moments, a lot of good understanding of the assignment moments, and vice versa. So, thank you all for being here and being a part of this.
Wait.
What?
We had a lot of growth and a lot of great development. Can we also have a level, please?
You're gonna beg me for that fucking level, huh?
Yeah.
You're really gonna yank my snarglies
This
to hit
guy
your level
didn't
10.
even want to take my infusion, so I don't know.
No, I want your
I'm not
infusion,
feeling
but
it.
I can't.
I'm not
I
feeling
want
it. It's you.
bro.
You didn't want to take the infusion from your artificer because you have to fucking attune to it. You
I have to
fucking
sacrifice. Like, here's the thing. I can't I can't sacrifice my cloak of healing because that's one of my things for my not cloak of healing, my cloak of protection. That's one of my survivability things. I cannot sacrifice my amulet of health because that's the only reason that Yuri's as tanky as he is. Because a rogue warlock should not have damn near 100 HP. It just should.
We get level because I didn't really fuck anything up tonight.
And I can't. And it's not that I can't. It's just I don't want to get rid of the claw because I really fucking love the aesthetic of the fucking lightning claw in one hand and the grim and the fucking scythe in the other.
Well, you know,
Fuck anything up
I have a
tonight,
lot of good reasoning against not giving you one that Nez brought up. You know, Yuri being kind of a selfish bastard, but then also you guys have gained a lot of prestige since your last level. You have done a lot of work. You've done a lot of good stuff. Yeah, so I'll give it to you. You're all level 10 now. You are all now level 10 as you're going to be going into Westminster to fight something close to a battalion and a half worth of troopers. So have fun with that.
A fucking deity. Like,
oh boy.
Side note, I would like to, if you're cool with it, I want to knock off the 4 levels of rogue.
You just want to go full warlock? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, it's kind of full sended into that fucking that aesthetic that I've built.
So if you do that, you're gonna be a level 9 warlock.
As opposed to a level 10.
As opposed to a level 10, yes.
I will message you. I need to look at that, but I will message
Okay. Because you're essentially going to be giving up what you have left of your history before you were cursed to go full into being a servant of Hades.
I still don't know why he was cursed, and I'm still gonna make up stories.
That makes sense for you.
To ask. That's something for you to ask and that's something for you to ask and find out. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense for Aura though, is to be like, I don't know what's happening, I'm gonna make it up. It's fine. But yeah, so all of you are gonna be level 10 minus Yuri, who has to decide what he's gonna be doing. You guys will be fighting a large amount of soldiers and other things in this town that you may or may not know of. Secondary to that, as a reminder, Ares is not in this town. He may be in charge of the Mars company, but he is not the commander. He is essentially the Leandros to whoever the fuck these guys are. This is one. What am I reminding you of?
What my subclass was for Warlock? It was the Undying?
Pact of the Undying?
It was Undying.
Oh yeah, because I remember that because Undying.
Because you did not want Undying.
Yeah, because Undying is dog
It's
shit.
the only reason I remember it.
Yeah, you went with the undead.
Bro. Like my big fancy thing I get at level 6 is right. Whenever someone makes a saving or a death saving throw, I get 1d8 HP back. Yay! What the fuck, bro?
I don't know, man. But yeah, so yes, you'll all be level 10 minus Yuri, who has to decide what he's gonna be doing. And then yeah, you guys will be finding that Ares will not be in Westminster. I'm gonna pop your bubbles right now.
No, Grim, I figured it out. No, what I'm going with rogue level. Uncanny dodge and extra sneak attack damage. Not give me that.
Okay. So now that Yuri's decided what the fuck he's doing with his life. Yeah, so going into Westminster, it's going to be a commander of the company. You're gonna have to clear them all out so you can take back the dock and get access back to the waterways. You won't be facing Ares until you get back to the western region, which is not going to be for a minute. So with that, thank you all for being here. We're going to wrap this up real quickly, make sure everything is nice and tidy. Is anyone here going to be staying on to do random shenanigans?
Yes.
Rexus.
I make coffee
To the
first. but
Rexus.
yes.
To Rexus.
Grim, I just gotta I roll my HP, right? And I just gotta
Uh-huh.
I just got 8 on my 1d8 health.
Very good. I'm so
Nice.
proud of you.
Max health, let's go.
So proud.
Alright, so you get one.
So with that, thank you all for being here. And of course, check us out tomorrow for the next episode of Siege of Etheria. And have a night, have yourself a day. If you haven't already, hit that follow button. Check out the rest of our players. They're fantastic people. They do a bunch of weird shit as much as I do. And we'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye now.
Bye.